Come on, it's got to say that, right? Going live, and now I'm live from my basement. It's Thursday night. Woo! Yeah, the enthusiastic clap from Glenn. I appreciate that.
I wooed.
I know, but the slow.
Slow clap. What is it? The golf clap?
Yes. You know what? You get inspiration.
He already gets inspiration.
I know.
I don't get it. Slow clap. But it's a good reminder because it was empty.
I remind you that you get inspiration. Absolutely. And we've got Ken online. Hi, Ken.
Hola.
Hola. Oh, I got another thing to show you. This is something you heard me talking about it. If I go over back to OBS and turn on my iMac camera, I made myself a business card. It's
nice.
Gam Bed. I'm pretty sure that's what it reads.
That is exactly what it reads, actually.
From where he's sitting.
A nice, crisp business card for me to give people on my vacation. For anyone that wants one, they'd make a good bookmark. All right, that's done. Let's jump over.
My Kindle.
Here's my corner camera. Smart ass.
I never get called a smart ass.
Yeah.
I get called an Eeyore.
Eeyore.
Well, it's every week you get called Eeyore, and every other week you get called smartass.
Maybe.
Oh, so this is smart ass week?
Apparently.
I feel better. We can add it in rotation. Okay.
Noel's put on his Hawaiian shirt. I kind of feel like I broke out my spring shirt today, too.
I like we skipped spring, went straight to summer.
Yeah, for a couple days here. I think next week will be
Good spring and went straight to Florida.
Yeah, it's going to be... I've checked Florida a couple times this week, as it was cooler there than here. Okay, so we did the live from my basement. And so we have Dark Queen Ascension presents The Falling. Let's go ahead and run the intro.
I think he killed some kings, like what's in his head. Maybe you're right. Top of that off. Mm-hmm.
So Glenn got a gift tonight. You might share that with Nolan and Wes.
Christian found the perfect action figures for Ruckus. A
Nice.
pirate and a shark man.
Very nice. Very nice. And we are going to the game layout bar. And we are over to Google Chrome. And we have our sheet. So last week, did everyone watch the recap?
I did.
What recap?
What recap?
No inspiration, of course.
So what did we do last week? Last week we got into town, and so whereas the week prior we had come up to town, we saw that it was occupied by the orc force. You'd backed off, and you found this farmhouse just a little off the crossroad, the road that would take you to Helm's Hold, just a mile or two west of Fortitude. And you kind of set up camp there. You pulled the wagon, the horses, the pony, Mr. Fuzzy Boots into the barn, and Katota kind of stayed in there and babysat them for the whole evening.
Okay.
Because you had the night off.
I guess that works. I already had said I had left previously, but
Well,
either way.
I assume you were piddling with your artifact in there.
Okay. That works.
Yeah.
What they're calling it.
Whatever you want to call it. All right. And so, and as we contemplated our next steps, first of all, Ken made a bag of holding. He has the ability to make a bag of holding. And he made one big enough that would hold Minnie, who we've confirmed the name of his robot dude as name is Minnie, and at the same time, Gloin scryed on Phil. Lorne. See, this is why it's a group game, a group storytelling, right? Thank you. I'm pretty sure I got it right in the video.
Except you called me Loin.
Loin. I noticed that too. But he started
When you mix Gloin and Lorne, it's Loin.
Like a loincloth?
Oh, you invented that? Wow.
I get a quarter for everyone that.
Straight out of
My cousin Jacques invented the strap.
Straight out of Bugs Bunny, sirloin of beef.
Yeah.
And as you scried on Lorne, you saw he was there with Drazul, and who else was there? Adric was there, but not there. Zurok was important. Zurok was there. And you saw them talking about some important artifact and how is it going to be safe, where it's at. And you were able to see they were in some sort of cellar, some sort of underground, stone-walled space. And I don't know, at some point Adric probably walked in. You knew he was there. And so with that information, you decided the only place in Fortitude that you knew that had that type of description would have been the sub-level to the track bar, right? And so, and in there somewhere we rolled on the fate table, and there was something that told me that travel was burdened or something like that, and I decided there was 3 orcs on that road, and that you'd have to deal with, which you made quick work of the orcs. Ruckus got a kill for his objective, and as that was going on, the Strider and Gloin circumvented and made their way to Fortitude, where just before they got to town, they turned themselves invisible. They snuck into the basement of Trackbar and realized, well, they're not there. On your way back up, though, you paid a visit to Phil, who was working in the kitchen, kind of filled you in with some stuff where they were at. And so we know who told you what, I don't remember, but we know there's an occupying force of orcs, red wizards, and dragon cultists. We know that Symmetrix is there personally, a high level in this army, and is looking for something. We know that Trackmar's cousin is leading the occupying force and trying to keep casualties to a minimum. And to wander around freely, you would need papers. So a paper that would say who you are, where you reside, and what your occupation is at a minimum, right? And then there'd be some sort of signature by a magistrate of some sort.
I figured Dad could be a good source for that, but couldn't find it.
Well, he wasn't at the Winterstone Temple, but he's around somewhere, and so I'm sure if you left little breadcrumbs, he might find you. If you left word they. But all right, so you got that information from Phil, and after you left there, Strider and Gloin went to the Wizard Tower, and you saw Symmetrix's right hand was Anguish, the tiefling sorcerer. And you saw her. She's kind of scary lady. And then from there, you went west, and you saw a building taken over by some important-looking lady that was wearing red robes, I believe. Seemed dragon cultist, right? And then from there, you take a peek at the blacksmith and the carpenter, and before you decide, you know what, bye-bye, we're out of here, right? And you made your way back to the farmhouse. Now, back at the farmhouse, we almost got caught, right? There was a patrol of the warg orcs, the works, that came by, and it was right at dawn, and so the protections we had decided had failed, but at that particular time, all was still, and they rode by and they didn't notice you guys. But you know that road is patrolled.
Did we notice them? I don't remember.
Oh,
No, 'cause we were all
that's
We
right.
did not.
You're right. You didn't notice them. Good point. Okay, but you do know that the other road had a patrol on it, and certainly by the next morning when you awoke, everyone but Katota went to the Winterstone Temple to have a conversation with the crew that was there. You're not remembering that.
No.
Yeah, well, you did, and that is where Zerwalk filled you in on the amulet of draconic might, the rings, and Makath. Makath, that is in the sea of frozen ice. Sea. And
Oh, that okay.
And so her contacts, Sea of Moving Ice, right, said that Makath is up there, and there's also a dragon up there, Oren Theater or something like that. And so, oh, look, there's a wolf. That kind of looks like a wolf. Oh, and a bunny rabbit.
Clouds? What the heck?
Anyway, so she implored upon you to. Zerwalk said, "Hey, someone needs to go find him. You guys would be perfect for that job." And after a little bit of debate and a vote, you decided you were going to go rescue Makath. And important was the calling, right? This drac horn has sounded, and a reason why you want to find her is this Makath is because she is the expert on the drac horn and dragons, and so she comes from the Dragon Academy, so go find her, learn what you can about this Drakhorn, stop the Drakhorn if you can, and oh, by the way, if you find an amulet, cool, we need to secure as many of those as you can. 6 amulets, you put them all together, something really bad's going to happen. Right? They don't know exactly what draconic power will be released, but they believe that when those amulets are put together, something really bad's going to happen. Also, amulet in combination with these rings, these dragon rings that they have, give them, the dragon rings give you some amount of control. You pair that with the amulet, it gets even more control. All right, and Symmetrix has been seen to be wearing one of those, and we suspect that is why she has some amount of influence over the green dragon, the young green dragon that is residing at the top of the old wizard tower, under which, at 2 levels down, is our amulet of power, amulet of draconic might. So there's a couple possible quests. Was figure out what happened to the prisoners, because the invading force, anyone that fought was either killed or taken prisoner, and families were taken prisoner. We don't know where they're at. Right, that was a possible quest. Another possible quest is, we want to do anything with this amulet of draconic might? Right, it's underneath there. They're looking for it. The Symmetrix seems really powerful. It's surprising she hasn't found it after a course of a year. I'm not sure it makes sense that she hasn't found it. Right, but we said that Zerwalk and Lidnura were using their spells to bolster magical protections so that they won't be able to find it. All right.
So we'd have to break in and go down into that basement, fight whoever's there, go in, get the amulet, and get out safely alive.
I don't think you want to fight whoever's there.
Uh-huh.
If you could somehow sneak in there. You do know that there is a teleportation ring in there.
Right. When you say fight who's in there, fight who's in the library up at where the teleportation ring, or fight whatever's down.
Well, you might believe that whoever underneath is clear of enemies. You've done all that.
We clean that out.
Yeah.
But didn't we think that what's her face was trying to, whatever she was looking for was down there?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But we figured she hasn't figured out how to get down there yet.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
We think it's in that room where the lava was?
Right.
Somewhere there.
No,
But if we-
that is where you found it there.
But we couldn't get to it.
I think
Got
you
it.
I think we decided to leave it. It was safest there.
you
Yeah.
decided that it was safest there. Exactly.
No, it's not.
But we cleaned out all the monsters, so if she finds the door,
But we don't know. What we don't know is there, if you moved it, is there really anywhere better, right?
Yeah.
Maybe strapped to the back of a gold dragon flying off in the sunset as fast as it could.
yeah, I don't remember. Was it like if we moved it, then the
where?
room started filling up with lava or something?
I couldn't remember.
Okay. Anyway,
Well, that was your module.
we cleared most of the path for her. Then,
Can't remember.
so it's not
All
cake.
the more reason to keep it.
Well, no, I'm saying if she
warded and-
finds her way down there,
Yeah.
it's not cakewalk, but a lot easier than
Right.
it was for us.
True.
And then back to the Fey room map. Actually, let's go here. We also know that the invasion force is all the way down to Waterdeep. And this is the Desserenville River. Basically up to here and then east. So very much everything inside the Desserenville River is absolutely controlled by the orcs. As you get south and west, east of there, it might be more contested, right? But the throng, the front is somewhere in these Sword Mountains, and somewhere in here. So the majority of the green tide, the force is probably in here. Now, so, and then after last week is when I had we had decided that we were going to go for the McCath, go figure out where she is, and we needed a boat to do it. And then I thought, you just got back from Barovia. You guys need some time. And it makes sense that I could sell the story of, it's still the spring thaw. The sea of frozen ice hasn't broken up yet. You can't get through there. There's going to have to be some time before you leave anyway. That plus you need time to find a ship and a captain and a crew, if that's how you want to do it. And then you have your own personal quests that you might want to take care of. And that's what we try to communicate through the week. So, I would go through, we do know at least Ruckus and Varinka are going to go try to secure a ship and a crew. Now, what I would think before you go, first of all, what preparations would you make before you go? And is anyone else going with them? So go ahead.
This is during the month that they're going to look for a ship, right?
Well, it's the
So-
beginning of it. But yeah.
Let's say this. You've had your visit with the team at the Winterstone Temple. That was early in the morning. You made your way there. You've had your conversation. If we need to retroact questions, we'll remember those. We'll just say it happened, all right? But then you come back by midday to the farmhouse. And Katota's there, and now action. Katota, you guys show up. He sees you through window. Maybe it's the first time, maybe it's not. Let's see. Let's see.
Ask.
Let's ask.
What are we
Oh,
We're asking, did another
Big table
patrol
early,
come
big
by
table
that you
Yeah, right.
did a patrol go by again? I'd say it's pretty likely. And chaos factor is 4. That's good. And I don't know, probably not,
No,
right?
it's not favorable.
No. So you
At least not
either
that
I'm aware of.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Long loop.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's good.
So tell me, Kutota, to the extent you're willing to share, it's been we got here at 6 p.m. the day prior. We had this little adventure. The rest of them had they killed an orc and fed it to Mr. Fuzzy Boots.
Okay.
Or the ward.
I'm sorry?
The orc. We ate the orc.
You
Yeah.
So they encountered 3 orcs riding wargs, battled them, took them down. They brought all the carcasses back to they buried the ones, right? They ate the warg, they fed an orc to Mr. Fuzzy Boots. And so you had your overnight long rest, and then they did this thing in the morning. So there was a period of at least an hour in the evening that they were gone, but you spent this whole time in the barn. Maybe you came back to the main house to sleep, whatever.
Yeah, I probably would have spent the time. So, the activity that I would like to do will take a week and a half. So, there's no point in starting it yet until
You know
Todd-
you're gonna be there a week and a half.
right until
Okay.
Todd knows that like we're in a place that.
And you, yeah.
So
I don't think this
well-
is necessarily a safe place.
You think we're gonna
So
find better?
Todd would have spent probably his time with Mr. Fuzzy Boots trying to,
There probably wasn't much
make
progress.
friends.
There probably wasn't much progress until they brought back that dead orc.
Right. Yep.
So up to then, you're some stranger that's stolen him, right?
Right.
He doesn't know his master's dead,
Right.
and so you throw him some food, and he's watching you with those tiger eyes as he eats, just picturing maybe this could be you next time, right? But so you open the door, the two of you throw the body in there quickly, and you close it, and you hear a nice, and then he's eating it for an hour. So I confirmed what you guys had said, that tigers only eat every couple days. So that's good, but time is ticking, right? And so you worked with Mr. Fuzzy Boots. You have the evening, you have the morning again. You keep working with it, trying with it. You're not doing your other thing, right? You're keeping working.
Not yet. Yeah.
All right.
And
And
then
then
you know
you,
if we're staying here.
Right.
Some people are staying here that long.
Right.
yeah, and that's for you guys to decide what you're gonna do.
I mean, yeah, there's patrols going by once in a while, but I mean, are we gonna find anything better? The whole
That's a good question, but this is not necessarily a. Not that we don't need. I mean, but just a patrol comes by every once in a while, and the ones that check in, we
They-
kill. We need.
well,
to kill things
yeah.
anyway.
So at least the one so far, just well, we don't even know that. We were all asleep, right? So we don't even know that a patrol came by. We haven't seen a patrol yet.
Just the
Other than
one-
we
And-
encountered on the road too.
Right. But
Yeah.
on this side road, and
Yeah,
as
yeah.
long as we keep the place looking like it's empty, don't leave the
Right.
doors open and don't have a fire going in the middle.
Right.
As long as it still looked closed up, they'd have no reason to come snooping around.
You have a tiger
By the tail.
that's not particularly happy. Not it's
Are your
sated,
animal handling
right?
skills-
Okay.
You don't have animal handling skills. You're not proficient.
I do not believe so. No.
I'm not sure anyone here is proficient in animal handling.
Not proficient, but I do have a plus one.
Not in tiger.
Oh, well, that's
Well,
+3.
but if you're not, that's
Right.
good. But you're not proficient.
Right.
Right.
But I like cats.
Well, you can go sit with it and see how
yeah,
it goes.
Go rub its belly. Yeah. And then you get to
My Rosie will
then
lay
you get
right
to-
there, and she'll let me pet her belly. But
And then you get to pet its belly from the inside.
Itch to scratch it can't get to. So, yeah, all right.
Here we
We're
are.
talk about it. Who's going where and who's doing what and where are you gonna be?
I think we've decided we're gonna go to
Well,
Port last.
yeah, but is this home base?
I don't
For
think this
now.
is a very safe home base. I think somewhere in the woods to the north is probably the safer bet. Of course, that brings its own dangers, right? What's in the woods is. But
Well, the rest of them want to camp out there for
A
2
month?
weeks or however long it takes us to go do
You want to
this.
go down into the mines?
um,
Come on, where's the safest place, guys? Obvious answer.
Winter Temple. But they're there too. But I mean, there's probably plenty of room there for all of us.
Oh yeah.
You were there, yeah.
That would be
It is
safe.
an obvious answer.
But
The issue I have with all that is if we're going to be here and we're here doing some things for a month, we're going to be tempted to help fight, and we could draw attention with added activity to the Winter Temple, and it may not stay a safe place. How do we stay safe? I mean, you guys are going to be out, and we're going to be going.
What do you? I mean, you guys can come with us. There's no reason why we can't all go. It just
I know.
draws more attention to it.
did you want?
Right, Tal won't go.
Okay, where's Todd gonna go then to hang out? Does he think the Winter Temples? How's he gonna get the tiger down there?
Tal's never been to the Winter Temple,
Fair enough. We're telling him about it.
so.
Well, we're not getting it down there in the wagon.
I guess you can put it to sleep and lower it
Where
down,
is the
but-
Winter Temple?
It's down. It's in the woods and the underground.
Somewhere east of
Fortitude.
east by southeast of Fortitude. My mind.
Yeah, in the surrounding woods, or at least the entrances.
The mine's not a bad idea.
What mines?
To
Oh, the mines to
quarries.
the north.
The quarries.
The quarry.
The
Yeah.
quarries, yeah.
As long as the orcs aren't using
Somebody's
it, and
probably mining it
mining it.
for
Yes.
resources.
Yeah, but there were some pretty ugly. Well, we wiped out.
Well, the
ugly
humans that
crit-
were mining it got
eaten.
no. Well, they got because there was a beholder down there and there's a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, and
We went down
we
there.
sacked most of those critters, right?
Yeah, but I think there was a oni that might have survived.
Might have.
Oh, swell.
Might have survived.
I
We
think it
took
died.
we took care of
No,
it.
Yeah, we killed them.
Yeah, but those things that were in there, weren't they agents of Symmetrex? The oni, at least, might have been.
I don't think they were. I don't think they were.
No?
At least I don't know if you knew that.
But wasn't there something about give me the artifact or they bite it? Because they took some hostages. Right? They had taken some hostages and to back to the quarry, and you went to rescue them. And so I think that was the Oni that took it on behalf of Symmetrix.
I believe I have that note. I just have to look at it.
Yeah, I think it's in here.
So here's a thought. So, if we were to send, what if we sent Ruckus, Varinka, and Gloin for the boat? Strider and Olak go to the Winterstone Temple because there's a forge there. So Olak and all his tinker might has got metal available to him. That puts some healing power in that space. So if Lauren or Adric or Zerwak get dinged up on their as part of the resistance, Strider can help in that space, and we could help fight if necessary. These two have healing help, and an extra set of hands if they run into trouble. And then I don't know what. Todd's not going with them, so he's welcome to come to the temple. But if that doesn't fit his mission plan or other, then
Now, you could be Orkta.
Ta is Orkta.
Yes, but the only problem is you have Orkta that doesn't speak
It
Orc.
doesn't speak,
Right.
yeah.
I do have I did take a spell that kind of maybe helps a little bit. So I took tongues, so I can at least understand them.
But you can't speak it.
Correct.
Well, can you learn a language? Is there a way to? She had to have someone to teach you, I suppose.
Well, any new ability takes no less than a month, right?
Well, he's going to be spending a month.
Yeah, that's a month of dedicated time with a teacher,
Oh, okay. Well, there's no teacher.
right.
right? Yeah, you just don't. think about it for a month, the think method doesn't necessarily work.
Nice. Right.
So
It was just a thought.
that's 5 out of 6 people have a plan, potentially, if you agree to that.
And I'm not pushing one way or another.
was
I'm just
proposed.
offering- it's
Well,
just on the table.
I don't have any problem with it. The question I have is, I mean, I could go either way. Is there a reason for me to go with them
It gives them
versus stay?
What else would you do?
a cord of 3 strands is not
You
easily
can
broken.
heal them when something
And
goes
heal.
awry.
No, yeah, but what else would, if you didn't go with them and you stayed here, what would you do? What would you like to do?
I would be tempted. That's the problem.
Yeah.
To go into the teleport. Go to Helm's Deep, teleport in. Not knowing if there's something there waiting for me.
Helm's Hold, but yeah.
Helm's Hold. Of course, if I run into something, I can turn into a 178 point hit dragon. So,
There you go.
unless it's also another young dragon with the same hit points, then we're in trouble.
Well,
He's
all
usually up
depends.
there. Who could probably come down? And it might be Symmetrex.
Roll for it.
Yeah, so maybe it would be better for me to be away from temptation.
But I'm,
'Cause I'm tempted
I
to
would
keep
imagine
going.
that like you'd want to keep the band pretty small for looking for a ship.
Right, that's why I was only proposing 3 and not
Yeah.
5.
Well, the other thing is, going with them, I can be their
Sure.
backup.
Okay.
Big backup.
So
Well, that's true. Yeah, you are.
Zintal was the one who wanted the item,
Who is Zintel? Remind us.
the beholder.
All right. Yeah.
So he's the one who was
He was controlling the Onis.
right, and the Onis, they were just there by. You guys didn't know this, but they were just there. They were passing through,
Mm-hmm.
and they found the town. It was like, oh, found some kids we could have,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how that started.
Okay.
That was just a little
There's
side incidental.
no relation to Symmetrix then.
Right.
Okay.
They didn't particularly.
So that means
Zintel
if
did.
Symmetrex doesn't know about the mine, that would be a fairly safe place, for example, to hide the.
It's a huge mine.
And
And it would be right on the road. It's not hidden away.
True.
And Zintel went to Waterdeep, if I remember correctly.
Did he?
And that's where they were going to
I think
go.
so, yeah.
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 So if you guys want to go to Waterdeep,
Hey, that's the
I don't.
next
I don't
town that
know.
has free people.
Yeah. So 5 out of 6 people got something to do. That's what I heard before I got distracted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's 6?
Who's the 6th?
Tota.
Oh, but you got something to do.
Orkta.
I have something to
You just
do.
want to be
So,
in the same
but
place. For a
okay,
while.
you have something to do.
I just need a safe place to.
That's what we need to talk through.
Right.
Where are you going to do it?
I guess I missed Ken and Christian. What their plans were.
What I was proposing was if Ken and I go to the Winterstone Temple,
Okay.
right, which we know is just outside of Fortitude and it's very secluded.
Now, so reminder, because you weren't here for that one shot.
No, I wasn't. Yeah.
So the Winterstone Temple, there was a clue left way back at the rogues that you ran, right?
Yeah.
We got this clue about the Winterstone and was by Fortitude, and so we came back and we had that one shot where a group of us went, investigated. We found this teleportation trap that threw them into the temple. And whoever went is sharing this with you, right? It wasn't Strider.
Oh, yeah.
Strider had the clue
Right,
that
Strider
Dag held onto it for him,
Right.
and they found the temple. They did the adventure, right? And so they have this underground temple. Now to get out, they went through a coal chute that had an exit to the ground. So this 5-foot square chute, I imagine, with some lid that they've hidden really well enough that the 3 or 4 of you that were looking for it took you a while, right? So it's super well hidden.
Dag did a good job, is what we said.
Yeah, and so that I get a really strong Hogan's Heroes vibe from that, right? Where it lifts open, and you even know what Hogan's Heroes is.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
I've
right,
watched
yeah,
Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah. So
Really?
it's a '70s show.
It was
So-
one of my mom's favorites.
There you
growing
go.
up, and
it was a great show.
It was.
you know,
So and anyway, that's how they're getting in and out of this Winterstone Temple. I suppose you could, for something larger, right, like a tiger, perhaps you could perhaps trip the teleportation trap to get in. All right,
probably easier than shoving a tiger down a coal chute.
There you-
but then the question is, how do you get it back out?
Hopefully by then you're friends.
Maybe you don't.
Well, even if you're friends, well, and is there a chain or leash for this tiger? Do we know this?
Why did we bring the tiger again?
It's because it's cool. We
Why
didn't.
wouldn't you?
You don't want
It's
a.
a free tiger.
Right now, it's just a
Is
wild animal
there
that's pissed off.
a leash for the tiger?
I don't know.
I think that would be a
Trust anyone but-
favorable thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I would
Barika
think
might be
it's
the only one
fairly
strong
likely
enough to
that-
hold it.
He had one.
Yeah. I mean, where else would it be, right?
What?
A leash for the tiger. It makes sense.
It's in the wagon.
It would be in the wagon that he's being held. It makes sense.
I don't think they would have a leash.
I'm talking about a chain.
Like a pole.
I'm talking about a
Rope
nice
it.
heavy chain
Yeah.
that would connect to its collar somehow.
Absolutely.
Sure thing. Sure. Yep. Yep.
Yay.
So in there's a nice heavy chain, but a chain isn't keep a pole, right? That you're saying, because this tiger was trained for Rictavio, right? It's trained, but you're not its companion. I dare say master, right? I don't know the Rictavio, because we even remember the encounter. He was calming it down. It wasn't an instant thing for him back in Blocky, where all will be well. Love it. So, at least you have a chain. There's that. What are you going to do? Orc top.
I mean, it makes sense to go to
Yeah.
the temple.
Again, they will tell you getting it in there is easy. Not sure how you're going to get it back out.
Or we become friends with it.
Or it stays and it becomes a pet for the guys at the forge.
Right.
Yeah.
Another idea. Here's another idea. That you put a tent as Orkta on top of the Winterstone Temple.
Yeah.
And then if a patrol comes around and says, hey, your job is to train this lion or tiger. And be an advanced outpost. But I would think if that were ever questioned, especially by Trackmar cousin, Throck, as we were calling him, that would fail pretty quickly.
You're fine.
Do you remember the castle that's further in the woods?
Mm-hmm. You do. Tell them about it, Roy.
I wonder if there's anything still there.
So
Well, we know what orcs knew about it already.
let's.
The orcs already knew about it.
So if I turn on
Pretty sure
play,
Symmetrix knows about it too.
so
That's where we first ran into Symmetrix.
well, you ran into someone,
Something.
yeah, something.
Because it flew away.
Because now that particular night you were gone also, because I remember your character. I ran your character, but it wasn't you.
Yeah, I know we it's the one I'm thinking of. I know there was
It's two
a
ogres.
dungeon, whatever you want to call it,
There was-
out in
yeah.
the woods that we.
Yeah, there's a ruins.
The ruins. It wasn't a dungeon.
It was
a
ruins of the
background.
Cragmaw Castle, right? Is
So
what it
I
was.
know it was there for at least one of them. It's the one I'm thinking of.
I think you missed that one night, and then
Because a lot of these happened
You-
over multiple nights.
yeah,
and-
you caught up with them like the second night. You walked up and it says, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And they look at you and says, "We thought you were in there." And that's when they, oh crap, That wasn't your character. I'm forgetting this.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one. I was thinking about a different one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's this place right here. Craig, this red dot. Which, whether it's there or closer, I don't know. But I think it was like a full day's walk to get there. So,
What's Gloin doing?
Gloin is going to go with you and
Oh,
Help you out.
Rekus. But, Katota, I want to know what your firm plans are.
So, I don't want to split the party too much because then getting everybody back together is difficult. So that's why I'm thinking Tal would try to stay close to.
So I've given you a couple options here, right?
Yeah.
Try to get
so-
down in the
so
Winterstone Temple.
The temple makes the most sense. Whether going.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with going down in because either we befriend the tiger and it comes with us out, or it stays behind as.
Well, there are 2 ogres down there, and I wonder, how do they feed those ogres? I don't know that we really explored that. No. And I also wonder, how do those ogres get out?
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
maybe they've spent their whole life, or maybe there's something in this temple that we don't know about yet, that whoever wrote it would have to have to embellish.
Add a secret door real quick.
Well, maybe there's another. You can teleport in. Is there a way to teleport out? We haven't figured that out yet.
Would an ogre be able to teleport?
No. Yeah. And who built this thing?
How did the snowman get out?
Yeah.
Who built this thing, and are they coming back? Well, I think Lorne, Adric, and Zurok are hoping they don't. They're making that assumption they're not. It could be a long loss. But who released those snowmen on the town?
Yeah. All good questions.
We don't know. So, but they've been here for a better part of a year, and it seems to have been safe. They've wintered through here once, one winter, and it seems to be resolved.
No, is there a room in the temple that Tal could have?
Yeah, actually, we got a map. So, I mean, I would think that. Here's another question: a wagon, 2 horses, and a donkey. Even if you and Mr. Fuzzy Boots go down in the temple, you have 2 horses. Makes sense, right? 2 horses could be ridden, and a donkey isn't keeping up.
That's you.
Look at his face. Best not be losing my
donkey
donkey.
can keep up.
No, it can't.
You can outwalk your horses.
It can outwalk, but it can't outrun.
No, there's a hungry tiger.
He casts haste on the donkey.
So Gloin, the group has been there,
Yeah.
and I don't know how far back they went, but I mean, this is the Winterstone Temple. By the way, I don't think I have Dungeon Fog anymore. I'd have to re-up it if I did it.
The who?
The map making program that I used to make this.
Oh.
That plus I'd have to relearn it.
Mm.
So I haven't taken them off the map yet. Now Dag has made friends. I don't know if it was Dag that made friends, but Dag's made friends with these ogres. So
Really?
it's a pretty good size. It would be, as an added piece of protection for the teleportation trap, it might be nice to have a tiger living right underneath this. So when they teleport into this space. And so then I think there were some traps along here that might have deactivated. Over the course of time, it makes sense that they would eventually figure out how to deactivate those.
Sure.
But you could put up some sort of barrier here to prevent the tiger from getting out.
Or just, we have a chain, so...
Well, remember, you've got that partial wall at the end. It'd be tough. Might be tough for a tiger to jump that wall. maybe.
I feel like tigers can jump pretty well.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Our people climbed over, so
I think the door would be a problem.
Well,
Except for we don't have a door drawn here, but I think there was a door there.
actually no.
So I mean, if you want
No?
to keep the tiger there, you just have the ogres put a ring in the floor.
Yeah. Well, yeah. How did the ogres even get out of that room?
Jen.
So they squeezed through somehow, I guess. Yeah. So
As if by magic.
I'm sure they could figure it out one way or the other. You have Olak plans to stay there, right, Ken?
Yep.
And so Olak is has the ingenuity to do it.
Here's
Okay.
your chance for a little payback. Why don't you do an investigation, Dag? Why don't you do an insight check, Dag? Why don't you try to figure that out? You don't know. Let's roll the chaos table and find out how they get out.
You're not hurting me. This is a Katota thing.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened. Like, it's no mystery. I think, we can.
I think.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah. I think that's so. Then it's a matter of what will Lorne and Adric say to bringing a tiger down into the
That's
woods.
the easy way to get the tiger in is through the teleportation right into
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Can you teleport the whole wagon in?
I don't know. I'm thinking no, but
I guess I don't know how. What is the teleport thing?
We were walking through the woods and just poof, we were
Okay.
like there.
Yeah.
Well,
So we didn't.
So, the report was that one of the guards was on patrol in the woods and just disappeared in the ground, like as if by magic. And so the one that saw him go ran back and was like, "We lost a guy. He just like disappeared." And he led us to the vicinity, but he's like, "I'm not going in there." And so people did perception checks and investigation checks and whatever, and I forget who failed or stepped across the line, and poof, off they went. And everybody else was like, "Okay," and so they all jumped. So
So you could do that. You might end up with some horses down there too if you're not careful.
That is true.
I'm gonna have to push the cart.
Is that where we bamfed in? Was the circle part?
At the
Okay.
circle, right.
So my thought is either take the tiger out, like kind of scare the horses and have them just take off
I think we have people that want the horses.
with the wagon, or
Yeah.
that is a good point.
Yeah, we're probably taking the horses though on our
Yeah.
mission.
How
course.
important? Okay, how important is it for us to retain the tiger? I mean, could we not just unleash the tiger? Like,
Don't look at me.
At least I
exactly. Could we not like? Okay, you guys take
Mr.
the.
Fuzzy Boots? You just want to get rid of Mr. Fuzzy Boots?
It's not about getting rid of. It's
No.
about
Go be
freeing
free!
him.
There is a whole.
He could create a lot of chaos in Fortitude.
Yeah, but that's also saying kill it. It might cause a lot of chaos. It might take some people with them. Fine, but ultimately, you let it loose in Fortitude, it's going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to keep Mr. Fuzzy Boots.
But you have this whole Neverwinter Wood.
The question is, do you want the wagon, like as a usable wagon, or can we try to bring the wagon into the Winterstone Temple? Because that's the easiest way of getting the tiger in, right? Is just take the whole wagon in, and then
But now we're talking. But this is the wagon with the cage on it, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's unlikely. We'll roll, but
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's
Even if it is, you're not getting it back out again.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
He's
not a
kind of
problem.
saying by then hopefully he has some amount of relationship with this tiger that
It'll work.
he'll figure it out.
or it'll become Lauren's pet. I mean, you know.
Anyone have animal friendship?
Handling.
Or their spells, druid spells.
I need to check if Zenith does.
Zenith's gone. Zenith's
No. Did you read what I wrote?
no. I thought so, but what'd you say?
So Zenith stayed because all the rest of the elves left.
All right.
But Zen had figured, well, if they're going to be living in the woods, they're going to need
Yeah.
ranger skills.
I'll put him there.
So,
But he's not a druid.
No.
no, he's a ranger.
Yeah. Well, okay, ranger. Okay.
So,
That has possibility.
There he is.
A woodland
Yeah.
ranger. So,
and out of nowhere, you didn't notice him in the shadows.
He stayed in the
It
temple
was-
at the end of that.
Zen at the time there in the temple was probably off like scouting and, you know.
Well, I'm sure Lorne and Adric clued him in on it at some point.
Yeah. Part of the resistance.
Zened does not have ammo handling either. What about you have a druid?
Marikak?
Mar-
Yeah. What about him?
Does he have animal handling?
Yeah, but he's not here.
Where is he?
I don't remember.
We covered that last
he was,
week.
He was in the shop. Mr. Cooper's.
He's
Hoopers?
helping the.
Mr.
Oh,
Hooper?
was he still okay?
Yeah, he was helping in Mr. Hooper's.
That's right. Okay.
Ruckus is busy playing with his toys.
Sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
So, are we
you
going
and
to
I
travel
was
to Port Lost with horses? That would be fast. I mean, we get there really quick. But
It's not as stealthy, though.
it's definitely not as stealthy. We're definitely going to need papers. I'm not stealthy to begin with, so.
Yeah.
And there's the issue of if you go to Port Lass and there is a ship and they are willing to go, how are you paying them? What are you paying them? Are you going to buy the ship?
How much money do we have?
How much?
Plenty.
Well, how much is plenty?
And I guess we never talked through. I assume,
A ship-
did we share the stuff we snagged on the way out? I kind of assume we did.
Tal would have shared some of it, but probably not all of it.
Okay.
So you,
But you're the one who got the
I
majority.
had the
of
500 platinum pieces.
all
which
right.
is 6,000 gold.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I believe he got 6,000 gold. Well, in platinum, but the equivalent of.
All right. Well, that's not enough for a ship.
To
Really?
buy.
And it's not enough to buy the ship. That's right.
We were renting the ship.
What, like 10 or 20?
It's 10,000 gold pieces to buy a ship, and then you need a crew.
Yeah, I don't need to own
But,
it.
if there's a 5-finger discount,
Right.
I'm not
Well,
objecting
and
to
so.
Hey,
that
this is
was-
war, and you're behind enemy lines.
If we could steal a warship, a
But then,
Luskan warship would come in really handy.
And right,
Okay.
you would know that
I think we still gotta
Ragnus.
ship it. We gotta ban it.
I was assuming
You would know that Ragnus and Neptula had planned to do that exact thing.
Yeah.
Five finger discount a ship,
I would not
So-
be opposed to
but you don't.
changing our plans to find them, but
Yeah, you don't know where they
don't know
are.
where to begin.
I don't know where they are.
that's going to be a
That's
very,
Yeah.
I'm like a no way type of thing.
yeah.
And in my mind, the most
But-
likely thing for Ragnus and Neptula was that they joined back up with Davegar's Ars, got back on that ship.
Well, you remember my original plan, right?
Was
Where it was for them to steal Dave Carr's ship, and
oh
then you said no, and so that's why the plan changed to stealing someone else's.
yeah, yeah. You're not gonna steal my the DM's Pride and Joy ship. No, that's not gonna work.
That's unfair.
So
I think you should roll the chaos.
I,
table.
There might be multiple rolls, and things might get very chaotic.
so I would say, certainly like them running into Ragnus and Neptula,
Super
no
unlikely.
way.
Behind
But-
enemy lines. Yeah.
But them looking for Ragnus and Neptula and finding clues
Yeah.
is potentially possible.
Potentially possible. More likely in Waterdeep than Port Last.
Yes. Yeah.
Heck, they could be in a port of call off the coast altogether.
But if they really stole a ship, which is another chaos roll, whether it's
Yeah.
actually successful or not, it may be that they're staying away from larger ports and they're operating because there's a number of
Yep.
the smaller ports along there are known for being essentially pirate ports.
Yep.
So
All right. So I like your plan. I'm happy with it. So you pack up your stuff You all go to Winterstone Temple.
You get the donkey, right? We're taking the horses.
It's
Well, the
Glenn's
donkey
donkey.
can't go with us if we're taking horses.
Yeah, so we do have the problem of the donkey.
it's true.
Well, how-
I mean,
how-
we've settled up with you. We know who's going to Port Last. We know Olak and Strider are going to stay back. But we have a problem with donkey. We have a problem with the wagon.
Yes.
Okay, hang on. As scribe. So Ta's not going to the temple?
Yeah.
Ta
Yeah.
is going
Yeah.
to the temple.
So Olak, Ta, and Strider,
Yeah.
and Gloin.
No.
Well, everyone's going there now.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And then from there, they're going to leave.
Oh, okay.
Because they're going to need Gloin to smooth over bringing a tiger into there.
Right, right.
I mean, talk and sweet talk.
And setting up.
Yeah, but you don't have a history with them.
right.
That's true.
Although that might be a better thing in Gloin's case.
Did I do something to the tiger?
No, but you're Gloin. You're you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Glowing sweet talking is what he's saying is not very effective.
you're not a sweet talker. Gloin,
Not usually a sweet
Gloin
talker.
or Phil
Or any character run by you. Now, Phil was a crooner, so he might have had some influence.
Yeah, Phil should have. I mean, he's a bard. But
Anyway, we're going to say that works. All right? You're able to figure it out. You get him down. Mr. Fuzzy Boots is ultimately going to live in this space right here. You'll figure out a way to chain him down. You figure out a way to get him down in there. But you have a cart and a donkey.
so we're saying the cart didn't teleport down. So
That doesn't make sense to me.
yeah. So the problem is with leaving a cart.
I would say anything you carry, on your person makes sense. A sword, a backpack, a bedroll, right? That makes sense, but not a whole cart.
So one option is take the cart back to the farmhouse and leave it in the barn there.
Tie,
How far is that?
It's a hike.
Or you just hide it somewhere in the woods?
Or hide it in the woods and cover it up in branches.
Yeah.
Could do that.
just set the donkey free.
But that's up to Glenn to decide what he's doing with his donkey.
Sure, throw the jackass to the wolves, but not the tiger.
Well, I have a use for the tiger.
No, I would take the jackass, the donkey, into Phil, let Phil use him for whatever purpose he needs to use it temporarily while I'm gone.
Somehow try to sneak him in there. Can you turn a donkey invisible?
Doesn't it? So a donkey shows up.
Yeah.
I'm sure Phil as a cook has uses for a donkey to go out.
But the problem with the donkey even get to Phil.
Concerned
And-
the orcs would take it for labor
I'm
or
sure Phil
something.
Phil meets you outside town.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You go into town invisible. You bring Phil
Phil's
out.
got to go out and herbs and stuff. And
Also, there's also
Or-
Dag you can consider. He's a resource.
Yeah.
Which is another thing. I would say that Dag probably writes you up some papers.
Yay!
Oh, okay, cool.
Where is Dag?
He's around.
He's around. Yeah, he's
He's very wrong.
Never in the
he's
same
the
place
here,
twice.
there, and everywhere.
Since we're having forgeries anyways made, can we get a couple different sets of forgeries? So in case they take our
For each
papers, we
person?
get in prison now.
Oh.
We have another pair
He's like,
somewhere.
I can make you an orc.
Whoa!
You want to be a Goliath? Is there a Goliath? Well, you could help. You can have
Make me a gnome.
Helga. will just start missing hers, and I'll get her a new one. We'll just borrow Helga's.
She's the wife of
Yeah.
the tribal leader's cousins.
Yeah, so you wouldn't want to get pulled over by Trackmar's cousin.
That's true.
Because he
But-
knows how to yeah.
But other than that, you get outside town, you're probably gonna be fine. And you, what are you anyway?
half elf, half drow elf.
Shark.
Half drow elf?
No, not the shark right now.
Okay.
That's a
And-
Yeah, you're half of a gnome. So what?
And okay, so what is your profession? So you are Helga. You're work for the inn in Fortitude. And you are...
I am.
Marcus the Rascal.
Was it? Privateer.
Privateer.
Could do mercenary. That might work.
How about...
Escort.
Isn't privateer the same thing, just on water?
You are Martavis Bejabbers.
Okay,
You are a traveling merchant.
that works.
There we go.
Salesman, yeah, that
Knows
works.
how to work a deal.
Yep.
So this is your
Jabbers. Oh,
Martavis Bejabbers. Now, scratch this out. Elf. Drow. Half elf, drow, human. Okay, it takes off the redhead, tall human. No, not human. All right, so, and you are Ruckus blah blah, whatever your last name is. Write it out.
skin purple, eyes red.
Skin purple, eyes. 180 pounds. 60.
Yeah, that's better.
Traveling with Helga. Okay. And you want another set of papers?
If you can, it would be handy just in case somebody confiscates. But that's a big ask on no notice. So
How about Crawley? First name Mr.
I like it.
Mr. Crawley. Animal handler. All right, so that you might want to note those, because if you get pulled over and you don't remember, that's on you. And I could make you Puka Maisma.
Hello,
Nurse.
You are an herbalist.
Sounds good. I know
You're
many
not-
herbs.
How many?
I know many herbs.
There you go.
What was the first one's name again?
Martavis.
Davis.
Jabbers.
Mr. Crawley.
Mr. Crawley.
Jabber.
Now I got if it was just Helga, I would have been alright.
He's a salesman.
Puka Maisma. She was the... I think you guys were suspicious of her.
Oh yeah. She was with one of the guards, wasn't she?
Bragan, yeah. So after John killed his romantic interest, I wasn't exactly happy about that. So I had this little cute little romance between, I think it was Bragan, the kind of dim-witted guard,
Oh yeah.
and one of the workers. I had this cute little, and then John went and killed that worker. It's like, dude, all right, again, improv, I don't like to say no, all right? And then
I remember that happening, but I don't remember the circumstance.
yeah, I don't remember exactly either. And so in the throes, a few weeks later, that guy was being consoled by Puka.
She would make potions for us too.
And
Oh,
she
that's right.
was the one that wanted the for the sneezels.
Yes.
All right, got it. All right. So you have papers.
I didn't hear anything you said while she was on the screen.
Does Gloin have? Because you're going with them, right?
Oh, Gloin needs
Gloin
papers.
will need papers.
Gloin can be you're a dwarf, right? Virginald McDougal.
Good old Scottish name.
the proprietor of the mines, you might remember.
Oh yeah.
And who else do we have? Phil? Is Phil? He was human, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's
Do I have any other dwarves? You can still be Phil Harris. You'll just have to. Well, you are now a dwarf named Phil Harris, chef and bard of Fortitude. What?
Glenn the Bard.
dwarf, bard, chef.
Sure, you just needed
No.
either a short stove or a step stool.
So we only have one thing for Marika?
Two.
Two, Helga and
Oh,
Helga.
Helga, that's right. I'm sorry.
She wishes she was good looking as food. You know what?
But we have.
Don't
She's
say
still-
that.
she's
Don't
I don't
say
know how to
that her
feel about
face.
that. Like,
she's
as a
still.
guy, I don't
know
care,
that she's had
but-
time to change. I think she's still wearing her bridesmaid of honor dress.
Yeah.
You know.
And so we're going to assume that between Phil and Dag, they get you another horse and saddles.
Cool.
They might be warg saddles, but
We actually have a
That's
couple of
not
those
sus.
kicking around.
I'm a dwarf. I guess I could ride my jackass. Okay.
yeah.
It's still slow
They
as
can't
that.
keep up.
Yeah.
Cast haste, I'm telling you.
I don't have haste.
Oh, sorry.
Haste doesn't last that long.
And there's a price to be
Just
paid.
for one round.
Yeah, just one round.
Huh?
But only lasts like a minute, I think.
Well, I can always turn into a dragon, Scott out ahead of you, and I'm still faster than your horses.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want reports of a gold dragon to go
I
back.
know. Yeah, I know.
You need some red paint.
Yeah, repaint, green paint, some.
Really want to go talk to that green dragon and say, "Hi, guy, how you doing? What are you doing here?
Spits ass.
Nice to
at
meet
you.
you here." Better not.
Then someone walks up with their ring of
Yeah.
draconic influence. Oh, you should stay here with us.
Oh.
Does that work when I'm back to being glowing again?
Well, it doesn't work on metallic dragon, though. I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
We should try it out.
Well, that's what I was wondering is if that horn calling would have an effect upon me.
I think it's the difference between the chromatic dragons are compelled to answer, and whereas the normal other dragons are just have this bloodlust type of pent up energy, a shot of adrenaline type of thing. They get really excited, a dog in heat type of thing, right? Okay, I think we have it. 3. So we have Ruckus, Varinka, and Gloin heading to Port Las. We have Kotota, Strider, and Olak staying at the Winterstone Temple. I'm happy with this.
And we level up.
You level up again.
Well, it's a whole month.
Well,
I mean, 2
doing
weeks we
nothing.
leveled up twice, right? I'm just
I know. I'm with you.
We did leveled up. No, we just
2
leveled up.
weeks. Yeah, we leveled up twice.
Well, it was really a year.
You see?
I don't know.
Okay. So, let's go back to this map. Not this one. I want this one. So you are at this red dot, right? And if I do a Control D, and I drag to Port Las, click, click, it tells me on foot 2 days, 8 hours. So on horse, if you're going fast on a horse, you might be able to.
We don't want to go fast.
Sure you do.
We don't.
You probably want to go
Why-
stealthy.
Over open land? I don't want to go fast over open land.
Why are we going to open land? We take the road.
You probably want to be stealthy and cautious.
Yeah. So
This is all occupied territory.
We have papers now, though.
That's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
you want to trust the papers.
Well,
I don't know.
Or you want to go? Well, okay. I guess we could.
I think
go
the approach
backcountry,
is something we would have discussed here.
You could also just bicker loudly the whole way there and attract attention.
If I could nag, that would keep everybody away from
but-
me.
yeah.
It's that time of the month for Rika.
Helga.
Helga.
You're back horse driving. Is that what you're saying?
I told you we should have gone.
So I guess the first question is, you have a river, the Neverwinter River. There's a bridge here at Fortitude, a mile north,
Oh, the squiggly line's the river. Okay.
and then the next bridge is all the way down at Neverwinter.
Ooh.
There are other places to cross, right? We've done that once before. There's other places to cross. Gloin would know of that place.
Hopefully there's a ford somewhere, I think. More in the woods.
Well, you get into the woods. The place you know that crosses to the west.
Okay.
I'm okay with trying to go fast, but
Guarantee that bridge is guarded.
Oh yeah,
we should avoid any big engagements. So, like,
Yeah.
that
So
the three of us, we could probably take 15, 20 orcs.
It's not a problem.
the
I would say
bridge.
no problem. Well, maybe he's a dragon, but sorry.
No, it's fine. The bridge is guarded, and your papers. I would not trust
Trust them.
those papers. Those are Fortitude residents, and
Yeah.
you don't
What are
want.
doing out here?
That
Okay.
dag has taken a pencil out and scribbled
Yeah.
on.
That's pretty good at
Good.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You talk me into the backcountry.
Now the river, from what I remember, is big and wide. It's not like I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
there
It's so
it is, and the bridges are preferred. But we have previous experience going across. I have led people on adventures that went over that river at a different spot. There is at least one place that they know of that they can cross it, and easy enough.
Shallow enough to just.
Yeah, it's shallow enough that you can get through. That's right.
Let's go there
Yeah,
and hope they're not guarding it.
yeah. Well, yeah, we'll find that. No way. Super unlikely, right?
Okay.
And I think you'll find that once you get outside of town and you get into the open country, it's not like there's orcs everywhere. This is already conquered land, right? We know that they have something of interest in Fortitude, and we know that Neverwinter is a major city, right? So those make sense that they have occupying force. But once you get out into the open country,
We said we were going to avoid the open country, right?
well, you're going to avoid the roads. You're going to go in the country. So outside of the woods, I mean, these are plains. Yeah, okay, they're plains.
I would follow the tree line as close as we can.
Sure.
I don't want to be out in the open when a dragon decides to eat a snake.
That's a good point.
So along the tree line, you'll find roads like this, right?
Right.
Similar to that. As opposed to, did I leave it up? Yeah, something like this.
Right.
That would be more.
Maybe it goes back and forth. The road goes in and out of the forest.
And so to call this, I wouldn't call this a road.
Trail.
More of a trail, right?
yeah.
Because you're not really. Once you get past the quarry, there's really not much there.
There's also no reason for us to rush at this point. We could just.
Well, that's another thing.
Stealth is
Before you leave, what is your agreement with the other three?
I assume we're going to meet back at the temple.
Hey, Leonard,
Yeah,
could you
sure.
give me a small glass of
Please.
wine?
Yes. Awesome. Thank you. I
Week
don't
to
wanna
get
drink
set
it.
It's
up.
going to take us a couple days to get there, right? And then we got to try to find a
Week
crew.
to hire a captain. A week for them to find a crew.
Well, if you find a ship,
We're
Well,
going to
depends-
hire.
depends-
Yeah, we're
depends
going to
what-
hire them, but then we're going to come back after the thaw, which is going to be
A month.
another month.
yeah. So it depends what you're doing.
We
if,
said-
if you find a ship, it's gonna have most likely a captain and crew already. But if you're looking for Ragnus Neptula, then that may be that's a whole.
I'm not going
different-
to go
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
a long shot.
Just because we don't have, like, the resources to go do that would take months to find them. I would think, unless
That's
the
good.
DM was really wanting
It depends how
to plop
the
them right in front of
how
us.
the fate table splits it out.
Okay.
Strawberry rhubarb. Does anyone else want a glass?
Sure, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Same as what you're
Yeah,
doing.
inch and a half, maybe 2 inches.
Okay.
So from the day we leave the temple, when is it actually going to be feasible to sail up there?
Well, I had said 30 days.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, 3 weeks. So then we expect to be back within 3 weeks on the outside, because at that point we'll either come back and say, okay, pack your stuff, we're going, or we failed and we got to come up with another idea. If we get lucky and we find them on the first day, maybe we'll be back in a week. You know.
Yeah. So 3 weeks is good.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
think it's-
Be back at the temple in 3 weeks.
okay. That's what I was looking for. You're going to try to come
Does
back here
that
in
give
3
you
weeks.
enough time to do whatever boogity boogity you want to do?
Yeah, I need a week and a half.
Okay.
So.
Which means 3 weeks minimum. With setbacks.
Thank you.
Come back.
Somebody's
Todd's,
working- somebody's
Todd's
working
missing
it.
an arm.
Someone's been working in the corporate world for a while.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the fate table.
Cool. I like it. Strider.
I guess what I was thinking was there can't be that many. You guys can go ahead.
Well, I want to go back to these guys.
Oh.
When do you want to leave?
Immediately.
So during the day?
Well, I would have woken up.
Unless you
first thing in
want
the
to
morning
roleplay
the
that
next
4
morning.
a.m.
Yeah, well, so this is midday. You've made your way back to the Winterstone Temple. You have another long rest, and then in that morning, he wakes you up and he says, "No, baby, crawl in with me."
I don't think he said baby in the text, because that would have maybe elicited a different response. I would have ignored it at 4 o'clock in the morning from Ruckus, having experienced he's got this whole thing he tries charm he has to express.
Well, and you read into it right. It was like that was just an instinctive
Yeah,
reflex of his half asleep brain. But but I thought it would have been funny if you'd either smacked him or called his bluff.
or
Yeah.
come back in with a bucket of water.
So
Rocket
Phil has
wakes up proper in the morning and Rank is next to him.
Phil has Eeyore. Dag has brought you papers. You've got your considerable amount of gold you're taking with you. And so Dag also brought you another horse. So the three of you have horses and saddles, and you're heading along the tree line north by northwest until you get to where you think the cut across is for Port Loss. All right. You're going to leave in the morning. Cool. You say you'll be back in you hope to be back in 3 weeks, hopefully sooner, but all right. You go on that is what you guys are doing. Strider.
Uh-huh.
What are you going to do in that 3 weeks downtime?
Right.
Olak, you're next.
What am I going to do? I would probably Strider gonna do for 3 weeks. 3 weeks is a long time. Well, I would anticipate that Strider would be
Bring me these.
would it would be a mixture of things. It would probably be maybe helping on some of the resistance raids or taking out patrols, leveraging his abilities, magic, and in the woods. And then in the Winterstone Temple,
Yeah.
what I came to see,
Yeah.
and
Spend time investigating.
yeah,
So-
and like,
In the Winterstone
what
Temple.
happened to the stone? Did you find the stone?
Here's the stone.
So I would gather the shards and
Yeah.
study them and maybe see if there's.
Oh, we have more than one stone. We have more than one stone now. Look, we probably have 20 stones.
Who knows? Maybe.
What do you know about these cold rooms? How do those work? Work on that.
Right.
Right? That type of stuff.
So it would be a mixture. It would be healing those who get wounded during the resistance, being a part of the resistance, and learning all I can or trying to decipher what I can about the stone and the temple.
Olak and Minnie.
All right.
You
so
are- Yeah, you're in this forge, right? There's a lot of cool stuff here. Thank you.
Yeah, so Olak feels like he is very close to figuring out how to make Minnie even better.
Yeah, so at some point during those 3 weeks, Lidnura has been, back and forth and communicates that the road to Helm's Hold, there's an overturned wagon that a group of goblins have made into, and she puts up a air quote, a fortress, and they're charging. They're charging what's the right word? A fee, a toll to travel that road, and it's not a big deal. They're only goblins. She's been avoiding them, but if someone were to take the time to go deal with that, it might be nice.
Yeah, Olak might see if Strider and Ta want to make a little adventure, because Olak knows he has something he needs to do with certain types of creatures, and he's pretty sure the others do as well.
Sure enough.
But for some reason, we're all being really quiet about it.
Easy target.
Well, I was shady about it because mine has specific stipulation about how many people know. I don't know about the rest of you, but that's why I tried not well to hide it.
So I had
But
I had the thought that maybe this is a first level encounter. These are goblins. They're just, and she might say, I think there's only 4 or 5 of them in there, but they charge this toll, and it's just a pain. And it's not really worth my time. Yeah, you guys are you're so powerful. You just wipe them out. I'm sure that's fine.
Fireball on them.
Yeah, and that would blow them up. But it might be a good experience for a low level adventurer to cut their teeth on. Hint, hint. That I'm thinking that Minnie would do that. Maybe give a couple first level characters with Minnie, and it might be a fun adventure for them.
it could be fun. Yeah, I think Minnie could handle that. He's got about as many hit points as a first level adventurer. Actually, probably less, but yeah. So if he successfully does that, spend some time trying to upgrade him to its next form. But the other thing is I want to add a few more programs because he has True Sight, so I think he can read that book we took out of wherever.
Yeah.
And I wanna give him some, a pen and paper, quill and ink and paper, something, so he could try to trace out what he sees. I'm guessing it's not written in.
No, it would be
Motron.
arcane language of some sort. Did I give you a title of the book?
Nope. It's just book that requires True Sight to read.
Yeah, and that would have been all the books in there.
Oh, I Did It by Strahd.
Yeah, well,
Random book from Amber Temple Library.
If I did it.
Yeah.
That was
How to kill Strahd in 3 easy steps.
How to End the Curse of Strahd.
Been there, done that.
Sort of.
Maybe.
Well, we killed him, but we didn't end the
We
curse.
didn't end the curse.
Yeah, we just transferred.
It's, well, it's no longer the Curse of Strahd.
The curse of Irina.
Okay. So
20 years
let's.
from now, we'll have to go back and kill her. And then somebody else.
But it'll be a few years for us, but will it just be a week for her?
Yeah.
Need to kill that god.
We'll live with that.
Yep.
We've been playing for 10 years. We're on level 100.
That should be our level 20 adventure.
Yeah.
as killing vampire.
Yeah, that could be fun.
I have the whole deity spell. I don't know.
Yeah, old deity.
Opening up my random table, one of my random tables books. Looking for random books. Books, page 34. Page 34.
We have a book of random items. Oh,
I have multiple books of random items, not to mention the internet. I need a D1. Oh, looks like it goes up to 75.
A D75.
Good luck with that.
Well, you
I
can
think
do
I
it.
can do that.
You
Hold
can,
on.
You can do it in Foundry, I think. Oh no, you can. Tell you what, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll D100. Actually, it goes to D100.
Oh.
But the thing is, if you get above 75, the books become magical.
Oh,
95.
nice.
what, is that 95?
95.
And 57 for the D75 roll, because you can do that.
Well, that's fun, but I think 95 is what you're going to want.
Probably.
So, I don't know why it has. When you start to read it, because I have to throw that in here for what this description is. A book bound with heavy iron locks, and it growls menacingly when touched.
Harry Potter.
Yeah,
like,
it's like the books on the chains.
If the reader manages to pry the book open, which I'm sure Dag did for you,
I was gonna say, our ruckus could knock it for you.
a clawed hand lashes out and blinds one of the reader's eyes before withdrawing back into the book. Ow!
So it yanked Minnie's eye out?
No, I said Dag. It was
Oh,
locked.
Dag open.
That's Dag's
Permanent,
specialty.
Or we're talking about permanent blindness or temporary.
Sounds like he got his iCloud out.
I don't. It's my character. I say no. I'm not giving you a permanent injury. But beyond that, we can see. You said 57?
95.
No, 95.
95, but on your D75 is a 57, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, it's a book about slaying drow. Right here. On Slaying Drow by Ellis Montblanc.
That's fun.
You should put
Hand them a book with an iron bound and let them try to open it. That's page 1.
So now you have to write down Ellis Montblanc, so that 4 months from now he runs into.
Yeah. So that's the book.
All right.
Are you the Ellis Montblanc?
Okay.
You won't be for long.
So other than that, you're going to spend your time enhancing
Meanie.
Minnie and going on
Yeah,
this.
Make him a maxi.
Make him a maxi. Okay.
I'm pretty sure the next level's still pretty mini.
Mini plus, and then
It's
then a
just, well,
mini-
you have the levels.
Preferred.
Yep, I'm looking up what it is.
Premium.
And I don't know. Maybe you'd be able to do more than one. I don't remember the stipulations.
Yeah, it all depends how successful and how fast it goes.
Okay.
Did you catch all that?
I caught about the book of how to kill drow.
Yes.
Yep.
I resemble that remark.
Well, hey, luckily you're not there to know about it.
Yeah, guess so.
It says you pull on their small toe and they just fall dead. What's that about?
That's why we were really strong boots. Even to bed.
Okay.
Actually, he does. He's got. He's wearing serious boots.
What about the sharks?
The sharks are barefoot, actually.
Let's
According to this.
let's start with the 3. The Ruckus, Varinka, and Gloin. And you are traveling. So you got up early in the morning. and probably still pretty early in the morning, you made it across the Neverwinter River, and you made it into the prairie land. If we jump over to the Faerun map, and so you are somewhere in here, and then you kind of head to the tree line to go skirt the tree line so you can duck in and out if you feel like you need cover. And so I guess the question I have here is, day one, do you have a random encounter? Let's just say random encounter. Random encounter. Of course, I have to be on the right thing. Random encounter. And I'm gonna say it's pretty unlikely. I'm gonna say it's very unlikely. Chaos factor 4. That feels right. As I've described it so far, you get up early, you made it across the river. I guess if you were to have an encounter, it's probably in that early morning. But you did it so early. That's the reason it's also unlikely. But let's just see. Random encounter. Yes, it's favorable. Yeah.
Change of shifts.
No.
We don't want one.
You're right. You don't want one. However, I will say that this
The DM does.
Favorable for us.
So the yes is favorable is if you are in chaos factor 3 or 4, there's no effect. No, is it 4 and 5? 4 and 5, there's no effect. 3 makes it the odds better for you, and 6 makes the odds worse for you.
For the yes is favorable.
For the internal calculation that it does, right? All right, and so let's go ahead and roll this. See what happens. Nope. Day 1, you're able to get across the river. You make it to the tree line, and you make it halfway to Port Las. It's dark. Do you travel through the darkness, or you make camp?
I can make camp.
Make a camp.
There's wild creatures out there.
You probably
Off the trail, into the woods a little bit.
Yep.
Shield our fire.
A little fire.
Little fire.
A little, just enough to
Yeah,
let
I
it
assume you
put it
took
out.
rations and your gear. You make your camp, and you
One of us
set
should really learn the tiny hut spell.
you take turns watching, right?
Very earful.
All right, let's
You could very earful.
fate check again. We'll just do random encounter.
This is for the nighttime.
This is overnight. And let's just copy this because we'll do this again tomorrow. Copy. Cast factor, and we're gonna say you're in a woods. I think it is 50-50. Right? There's animals.
During the night, you're talking about?
Animals.
Other than animals.
Well, we'll figure if there is one. We'll figure that out.
Well,
No, that was 50-50. So that's pretty good.
cool.
Now we're into day 2, and we said that it took. If we could jump back to,
It was 2 days.
It's 2.5.
it was
In a
2
straight
days,
line.
8 hours on foot, normal, right?
Oh, okay.
And so
So
I'd
horse
say
is-
on horse is more like on foot fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really half as fast, twice as fast.
Yeah, we're not in a hurry, and we're not taking a straight line. So
And you're trying to
in
be
the open. You're navigating trees.
You're trying to be more cautious. You're not taking the most direct route, although it's pretty. When you get across the river, you might have had to go north a little bit, but you probably went straight north till you hit the tree line, and then you followed it. And you follow it for half the day, and then you get to where you think about where Port Lash ought to be, and you cut across the open prairie land. But still, you're way behind enemy lines. There's no cities there. I still think it's very unlikely that there would be any type of patrol to find you. So we're going to do one more time. Random encounter. I'm saying this is very unlikely. And no. All right. So that's day 2 during the day. And let's see. We have another evening. You make your camp. Let's do it one more time. We have overnight. Oops, wrong button. Very unlikely. Oh, overnight was more like 50-50. And chaos factor. You know what? Everything's been under control. We're going to reduce that to chaos factor 3. No. Second night. No random encounter. All right. Day 3. And is there a random encounter before you get there? This is back to very unlikely. Again, everything's been under control. No. All right. So halfway through your third day, the rocky cliffs of northern Sword Coast, as you can see, kind of on this drawing, you can see that they have cliff, and you follow. You come to the coast, and you know it's either north or south of you, and you make your best guess, and you come to a point where you're following this cliff line along the coast, and the cliffs give way to a path that cuts down to the coast. And from the top of the coast, you can see down into the city. I think I left it up. So what you would notice is that as you get close and you look over the city from the bluff, that there's not a lot of activity down there. The city seems deserted, and you look down in there, and the ships are off kilter. They're
Or keel.
they are from the distance. You can tell that they're not peered up, sitting correctly, but they're kind of like this. These are, you could tell by looking at it certainly that these ships aren't right.
Listing.
Off keel, yeah.
Looks like there's been trouble.
So something like this.
None of those ships.
Is there any ships upright?
None of those ships look great.
There are multiple ships. There are many ships, 10, 20 ships down amongst this port that you can see. Varying sizes, and hard to tell if they're all in disrepair or if one or some of them might not be. As you look, give me a group perception check.
Oh, I'm sick of this.
10.
You guys don't give. Oh,
I said group. Well, each
Well,
of you.
Oh, I thought you meant each of us.
I don't know why I click on the B and it doesn't roll. It rolls on my screen for my character, but not on
So
Foundry. So, I don't know
So
what that is.
for that, you have to enable the D beyond 20 on both the Founder screen.
I did.
Okay, well then you know how to do it, and I don't know why. That's what I know.
Anyway, I rolled a 19 plus 9 is 28.
You can see somewhere out as you look over the bluff and into the city, and you're scanning around those tables, the docks. That there's something there's something down there, and I'm looking for it. I'm looking for Port Last.
Last is down there.
Activate. I knew that you two were going. I didn't guess that Glenn was going. All right, so you're over the bluff and you're looking over the land, and you see. You're looking down here, and you see these ships that are drawn nice. They're not nice. All right, they're in disrepair, and there's some amount of 20 of them. So other than that, you look down here, and you see, even from your distance, there is a large being at the end of one of those docks. Even from this distance, you can see this
Creature.
but it's bipedal.
Samoan.
So you have horses. You gonna tie them up somewhere, or you gonna take them down there?
Well, it looks like this is a town full of boardwalks, so it's maybe not a great place for horses.
Yeah, let me zoom out. Zoom out. I mean,
It
as
does
you
not
look,
horse friendly.
and I made the map very big, and in my mind, you're coming in from here.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we
So the fjord, the cliffs are on either side of this. There's a little path that breaks through the cliffs, a steep path going down to the beach, and this beach breaks free to some green that eventually turns into Port Lost. That's what this is.
so we could let the horses graze or tie them up somewhere.
Hobble them.
Yikes.
What does that mean?
That's weird.
Put hobbles on their feet so they can only move so far.
It's like
Oh.
you put the pole in between. It's like misery.
Okay. Okay.
Only worse. Oh, maybe.
Let's try.
You're at the top of the path now. What do you do?
Yeah. So we
Otherwise, this whole place is deserted.
Seemingly, they're certainly, obviously, not a robust port full of people.
Right.
yeah.
There is no orc occupation obvious here.
Okay.
So they sacked it and left it
We can handle it.
trashed. But yeah. Well, then we might as well
There's no dragons here, so
we
that's,
might as well go
I guess that's a good thing.
talk to the one being we can see, right?
Yeah.
I think we should. We're going to tie up the horses, right?
Yeah.
But
So
then we should-
you're gonna head down the path, the hill, and on
Yeah,
foot.
we should check out these buildings before we get to that.
Yeah. So as you head down the path on foot, you get near the bottom of the hill, and you can hear somewhere to the north, kind of a big grumbly word. I get her flowers, and then she'll love me. And he says, "No, I draw her picture. She love me. No, I get her big plant. She love me. No. You hear this arguing kind of somewhere to your north.
Wow.
Big, deep, dumb.
But we don't see anything.
Giant-sized voices. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, it did show up on the chat. Like roll.
Eventually did.
Well, it did 5 minutes ago.
And somewhere to the north, you see around this tree, which this map has, its ratio is inconsistent, right? So this almost looks like an axe. Maybe it is an axe. Maybe it is a rather giant
Large.
size axe.
Trollish. So we see that over in the distance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Off to the north, you see two hill giants sitting on rather large trees, kind of debating about how to win somebody's affections.
So we could go talk to these guys, or we could go
Talk to the chick.
talk to the.
I don't think they're intelligent enough to talk to, and they're probably talking about the other thing out there on the dock.
Right.
Yeah, it's just we could go try to talk to.
We could
or
just burn these guys and just walk them on our way.
We could leave them alone because they don't have anything to do with anything.
I think the three of
Did I
us.
say something earlier about I feel like killing something?
Oh, forgot that part.
3 days on the road. He's got it itching.
Yeah, well, and y'all played along with my bloodlust last time, so I can't fault them there.
But I mean, we can leave them until later. They aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, but do you...
But we aren't going to be able to get past them.
Oh, they're sniffing the air, or they're crying.
No, it's like
For you.
Fee-fi-fo-fum time.
ignore it. You smell that?
Smells like dinner.
Yeah. We're going to cut.
No,
Told you
I
should've
draw a
watched that
picture.
horse.
She loved me more. No picture. Flower.
Wanna go- So we're going to talk to the
We're gonna explore
creature
it
we
now.
saw on the on the
If
dock.
these guys give us
I'm
trouble,
still in favor of going to the building and scouting the building.
yeah.
Maybe there's people in there hiding from
Okay,
these guys.
with these buildings.
Yeah, so there's a building
Right there.
right
Okay.
here and there.
Okay.
And so I would think that maybe you duck back into the vegetation, right? Have some cover, right? And then you watch, make sure they're way over there, and then you dash across. Two of you do. One with his tiny little legs brings up the.
Are you making fun of my short stature?
I'm just saying, your tiny little legs don't move as fast. So you peek into the house, into this building. That was once a commercial building, and you can see that at one time it might have been a general store of some sort, but as you look in the windows, you see that it's completely barren. They have boxes here and there, but there's nothing. It seems like it's been ransacked and emptied.
Noted.
Okay. There's a boat ramp. No,
Yeah,
no
so
boats that look any good around here.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the first wrecked boat you can see. It's a little bit smaller, probably a keel. It's like one end is up, the other end is underwater.
Okay.
Where to next?
What's this? This thing. Is that just boxes? Or
Old
buildings?
crates.
Okay.
I mean, and there's a tent there. I don't know.
Okay.
You can go check them out if you want.
Yeah, we can look at that in this building here,
What building?
south of the stuff.
South of the stuff.
that-
Oh, this one.
South of
yeah,
where we
that
are. Yeah.
That looks like a real building.
This here. This one.
Yeah. Might,
Yeah, so you look around the crates and it seems empty. And you hear, off in the distance, you hear music. And the concertina, I think it's what, the hand accordion. And you hear,
Concertina.
concertina? Yeah. And you hear singing in the round. What you gonna do with the drunken sailor? And it's almost a drunken sound, and this does not sound like a hill giant, and it's coming somewhere from within the docks. This music.
okay. So,
Well, we're here to find a ship, so.
yeah. Tent in the box is nothing interesting there. Peek in this building.
You peek in this building, and it looks like it might have been administration building. Out front, there was probably an old bulletin board with a log of ships, and inside you see a counter and a couple rooms, but it all seems abandoned and ransacked.
I would want to know if any of these ships have been up to the, what is it? Where are we going?
This
Well, we gotta find someone
sea of
alive
frozen
that-
ice.
to ask that
The
question.
frozen sea. The frozen sea.
So the only
Well,
sound
the
we're
logs
hearing-
might say at least what ships have been up there, who their captains were.
Right.
If there's any left. Yeah.
So we need to go out on the docks, maybe, because there's.
Well,
a-
the administration should have logs of that.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh.
If they're still there, yeah, we could check.
Sea of moving ice.
Well, even if they're not there, at least we now know names
That's a good idea because you'd want to know whether
and what
the
ships are
can
strong
handle it or
enough to
not.
do that. I mean, we're
If
looking
there's
for
still
icebreakers.
anything in track inside, is what I'm saying.
Right.
The place has been ransacked, but maybe there's still.
Yeah, maybe they didn't care about books like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you're
Hey,
doing
so you-
investigation checks.
Sure. Give me investigation checks.
Huh,
13?
That was crap.
19.
Nice.
A natural 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
-1.
Keen-eyed ruckus.
Wow, your perception's awesome, but your investigation sucks.
Yes.
This pencil doesn't work.
Oops. Is there a ship log? I'm going to re-roll this. Oh, that's too bad, because there's a random event. Excitement and suffering.
Yes, with excitement and suffering. You got a paper cut. You found what you wanted.
Unexpected random
Yeah, that's
event.
a paper cut.
What was the answer?
Excitement,
Excitement and
suffering.
suffering.
Yeah, but
Hey, I found it.
it didn't answer the question, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
No, it's it.
yes, with random event.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yes, with it. So you find a book, but as you start reading through this book, this log of ship names, captains, and destinations, where it came from, where it's going, type of stuff. You hear off in the distance a ruckus as.
Oh, they're fighting now.
Well, except for this is coming from the docks.
Oh,
Oh,
She did not approve of their advances.
maybe.
Yeah.
Or they both walked over there and got in a fight on the way there. Or there's somebody else.
And as you look over in that direction, you see on the docks these two rolling two different ones. These are not the same tokens, but they're different ones. All right, they're rolling around, and you as they both roll in the water, and you see one trying to duck the other, and then the other one gets flipped over in the water as they're fighting in the water. And there's something, and then between the wrestling noises, the fighting noises, you still hear that consonita. All right. So something in the background. This is one I really enjoy. You guys know the Wellerman?
who?
Sea shanty.
Sitting on the dog.
Oh, dick down, oh, blow me, bully boys blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to
Okay,
bring
now this is
us
one
sugar
guy
and tea
doing
and
this
rum.
back from.
One day when the tonguing is done, we'll
too
take
loud.
our leave and go. She had not
Oh yeah, and the guy that's singing
her
is slowing his voice as he sings it.
Soon may the Wellerman come.
It's a
How
fun
are these
song.
hill giants not killing this guy?
They're too busy fighting each other.
Yeah.
Well, he's
I-
drawing a lot of attention to himself.
Eye on the prize. They're going for the girl.
Maybe the girl's the one playing the music.
And you could see from your angle. Where are you? Yeah, maybe you don't see so well, right? As you can see these two in the water for sure. But you can see through there as you look through.
Narrowly see him.
Narrowly see what you see is a bunch of creatures. Some small, something quadpedal. I don't know what the four-legged. In and out around this little peninsula, but it's really hard to see from this far out.
How far out is that?
Yeah, let's see.
120 feet ashore?
Let's go out and find out.
No.
What?
So that's 200 feet to the shore,
Amongst
right there.
The giants. Okay.
200 feet to the edge of the water.
That's 200 plus. I can't read the number. 270 maybe.
Okay.
And that was maybe halfway. So you're talking more like 500 feet.
10d10 fire damage. One effect.
Love it. How far is it?
Unless
Let's
they're,
go see what they're
unless
doing.
they're immune
Let's
to
just
fire
move them
damage,
10
which is possible.
Yeah, it's-
Well, they're half underwater, so that helps
Well, they're
them.
also says stone
Hill giants.
Just
well, they're
the
made
top
out
of
of
their
stone,
heads.
according to the Lord of the Rings.
Hill giants?
Yeah.
that's Lord of the Rings. That's not D&D. There's a difference.
It's all similar.
Completely different universes.
Sorry.
I never saw Gandalf do a fireball.
No, we didn't.
That wasn't his magic. Though.
So in the manifest, you see a list of, I don't know, 11 different boats and their captain's names.
Any of them go to the...
None of them distinctly say sea of moving ice, but you wouldn't think they would, right? They would more likely say something. Oh, come on,
Well, is there any towns
like
there?
whatever this town is, right? Fire Shay. Definitely, you see things that say Luskin.
Yeah.
You might see something that says Gunbarg or Vilkstead. And then you would definitely see Waterdeep and I should be on a different map.
The one by the Mirror of Dead Men. What's the one just south of there?
Waterdeep.
Oh, Thunder or something.
No, go down just a little bit.
I'll get there.
Thornhold. That's a big like pirate port.
Thornhold. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if Thornhold would be on the manifest though. Right?
Who's the captain?
It's a good point. Yeah.
Who's the captain of the ones that went to the fire?
Sure. Let's give you some captains' names.
Ragnus and
Nuptial.
Yeah, right. Dang.
Well, we can do a check, but fantasy name generator and pirate names. So I see Jefford Emo, and I see Burnett Cleaver Barney, the Cleaver
Yeah.
Barney.
Clever Barney.
Sure.
It's Cleaver now.
Cleaver would be 2 E's. Clever is 2 E.
I see Krabby Eldon, and we're gonna change that to Lucy Two Finger Bradford.
Oh my.
Lucia. Lucy.
Has 2 fingers left.
We said get female names. Sure, Susie the Whale.
Wow.
Well, that's who must be on the end of the dock.
Could be.
Let me guess. Susie?
Malvina One-Eyed Blankly. So there's some names, right? So, but the real question is that there's really no way is do we see someone that Ragnus and there's just it's impossible, right? And answer be favorable, sure.
Impossible. They're in Neverwinter last scene. Impossible.
All right.
Unlikely.
No way. No way. Come on. No way.
Very unlikely, I'd give you.
No way. You don't see the
Yes! No, just kidding.
I checked once already. Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
What? No. No way. If their name is on the list, they're not going by Ragnus anymore.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that they would be on like a written ledger is unlikely.
All right, so, Glenn, you want to go over there and talk to that guy?
I feel like killing something.
Well, it usually starts with talking to somebody.
Fine, let's go talk to him.
I mean, there are
We need information. We need to find out
He
what happened
obviously
to this
doesn't
town.
seem to have any problems with being around these hill giants, so he's probably one of the bad guys.
I'm sorry, what?
This guy doing the Constanera thing,
Oh, okay.
he's probably one of the bad guys. He's probably corralling these hill giants somehow.
Okay.
Because they don't
So,
seem to care that he's there.
Your fastest way over there is this bridge right here,
Yeah, yeah.
right? You make your way up to it.
And I slowly let the dwarf get into the front.
Hey, not a
He's
problem.
got the kill, the fever.
Yeah. All right. Let's get me off this.
Wait a minute. Maybe
But the
there's
way
something
things
we
are
should-
looking, we may have to pilot our own boat here.
We probably could, the three of us.
You
if
got
it was a smaller
Ruckus.
boat.
Boats are his thing.
It's true.
Yeah, Ruckus would tell you that depending on the boat, yes, if we got a keel boat, probably could do it. right? The just a few people can do a keelboat.
Put 'em all
But if you want a warship or even a sailing vessel, that takes a full crew.
Is there even a crew here?
We might be able to
All
go
we've
along
seen
the
so far.
coast, just the three of us, but we couldn't go.
Yeah.
Real, we couldn't do any in
Yeah.
bad
Are
weather.
we even going to find a crew here? Even if we find a ship that
don't
can
think
still
we can.
sell, we haven't seen any indication of human life.
And I assume you're making haste across this bridge because you don't like being out in the open.
Correct.
So move and dash, move and dash. But you look at those giants; they seem well preoccupied with wrestling each other. You hear the music off in the distance, and by golly, Gloin, you swear you heard a cow moo. Moo. You get over here to this tent, and you kind of duck inside just to catch your breath for a second as you just ran across. Get out, give yourself some cover. And it's kind of a half ratted. The bottoms are probably loose, and the sea air, right? The along the coast there's always a nice breeze, and you hear the seagulls squawking off in the distance, and but just for a moment you heard, "Mrrr."
Is that a cow?
and then just as soon as you heard it, it was overrun by the fighting of the giants off in the distance and the song of the canzonetta going.
Can I tell what direction it came from?
Oh, it came from the direction of where the giants are.
Really? So they're down here at this end.
Want to make our way to that tent right there at the top of the.
So you're at this tent.
right
You're gonna dash to this one, right?
Yeah. That's what I suggest.
You dash to this one.
Yeah.
You just pause there, catch your breath as you move and dash, move and dash.
Yeah.
And
Is the music coming from here?
What's this box right there on the other side? This is special.
yeah, so this box here seems to be reinforced with a liner in it of some sorts, like to maybe hold fish.
Get over there. There's a shark.
And you can
There's a
hear
dead
the
shark.
as you get closer, you hear those giants. No, she loved me more. No, she loved me more.
As long as we know where they are. I guess that helps. We can't see anything at this point.
At this point, with those crates and the
Yeah.
other tents there, it's really hard to see. You kind of move up
Yeah.
and kind of duck behind these crates.
What's behind us? I don't want to get. stuck
Yeah,
up
as you look behind you.
across the water there.
Yeah, so you have these couple tents, but there's other tents here on the dock,
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
and there's probably boats. You know, these are smaller rowboat type stuff.
Yeah, teenies.
The bigger, they're not on this picture, but all these things, every one of these docks has a boat, and they're all seemingly in disrepair.
Ooh, that's a nice big one right there.
As you creep up on these guys, and you hear the music going, the sea shanty tent.
Is it down here?
It's
Are we
further
going
down.
towards the music?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're heading toward it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the group. That little island there.
You kind of dash up over here,
Okay.
dash over here,
And we're looking in these.
and as you dash from here to here, and you kind of peek around, you see a pig. No, you see a lot of pigs.
We're eating good tonight.
As you snuck onto Peninsula, you hear the wrestling of the giants, and you hear the music going on, and at some point you hear a cow moo. Mrrr.
Can we back up since he was gone? Just for a sec. Retro.
Yeah.
We've crossed over a bridge. We're gonna go find out what this guy is all about. That's making the concert.
Doing the music. Okay.
You've
Ignore-
crossed this
Is
bridge.
there any spells you want to do, like protections or anything, before we go into a battle? I didn't want to jump into something without giving you that. 'Cause I looked and I didn't.
No, most of my spells are not involved with that much foresight.
Mine either.
They're more reacting after we get into trouble.
So
But you come to this tent, Ruckus in particular, since this is how I've got you positioned, that you see pigs, and you say, what? They're pigs. What's up with these pigs? And you each take turns peeking around.
I just got an idea. That would be so cool.
And you still hear the wrestling of the giants, like, and splash.
They're fighting in the water.
Okay.
And this is a different set of giants. Not the
And
one.
one
you heard it.
of them starts to crawl out, and the other one tackles them when they fall on the other side. No, she loved me more. Blah. She don't love you.
Who is this she that they're talking about?
The one at the end
Out
of the
there
dock.
in the pier that you saw.
Grulart. No, like Grulart. Like
She's got 4 guys
One
fighting
nut.
over her. She's quite the catch, apparently.
Evidently.
and here.
She might be the only one. Too.
Or the last woman in die.
The drunken guy singing, and every once in a while there's a pause, and there's a gulp. You don't hear the gulp, but there's a pause in the song, just long enough, and then he starts singing a drunken song again. And
It's
you
a
guys-
lot of pigs. Are the pigs dancing or anything? Like singing?
no, they just kind of be mulling around, nosing around in the
It
dirt.
looks like Pirates of the Caribbean.
What if those pigs are the people and he transformed them or something? I know it's crazy, but why would all these pigs be just standing around doing nothing in the middle of the?
Because they were on one of the ships that's wrecked, maybe. Or were supposed to be put on one of the ships that got wrecked.
I don't know.
So how are we
Something
going to get
just doesn't
information?
seem
We got to
right.
talk to somebody.
Yeah, we either got to. Well, okay. We were talking about going and talking to the woman on the pier, but that means we have to get past frickin' frack, probably. They would not be happy if they thought we were advancing on a girl. So I guess we go talk to
Okay,
the drunk guy with the pigs.
you're the charismatic one.
Yeah.
So you go talk to him,
And I'll back
and we're
you
gonna
up.
flank on either side. So give us 10 seconds, and so I'll go around the other side of that tent, between the building or whatever that is. Yeah.
It's a tent.
No, the brown thing.
Oh, you're gonna go all the way around the tent?
No, no, you have me right. But what is that? Is that a building?
Yeah, it does look like a building. It looks like so this is like a staging area for like scales and
Right.
all right. So you give them 10 seconds and then you kind of creep up. You hear the sound of pigs, right? And then you hear chickens. What are you telling me?
I won't. I don't.
Use your words.
I want to go. Pull it out.
Excuse me.
Like he was talking about flanking, so I think what I actually want to do is get
All the way around.
Ray and come in this way.
All right. So you get here and you catch his eye and you look this way and you're gonna go down further.
If I can get through there and then come, yeah,
Yeah, you hop over.
okay, and then I'm going come in this way, and I would assume
Is
that
this where you want to be?
Yes,
All right.
Verinka might want to come in
You still have this tent kind
this
of
way.
blocking your way. Those splashes of the giants and as they wrestle.
Well, that way they can't see me coming.
Yeah. As you kind of get here,
I want to
I'll
see
move
where the
around,
music's coming
seeing
from.
that he's taking such a wider.
you're gonna go all the way around.
Yeah. I'm afraid I'm going to get seen though.
So you're right here, and
Well, there's nothing out here to see you.
There it is all the way down there.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you don't want to do that then.
She can.
well, no, you got this building in between you, right? So you get to hear. Yeah,
okay.
you
I guess she might not be able to see me with the.
well, it's hard for you to see her,
with the
right?
sails and stuff.
Right. So where do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go around. I think.
You look at Ruckus and you say, "You're going to go around," and you wait for him to go around, and you get to about here. Now I need a stealth check from you and Lauren.
Lauren.
Lloyd.
Ah,
Loin.
double 12s. So stealth.
That's okay. Matter
I'm
of fact,
wearing my armor, so I guess it would be with disadvantage.
that's right. You both would have disadvantage.
That's why I roll too.
Yeah.
I always have disadvantage due to my size.
Natural 1. Plus 1 is 2. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm-
So I rolled for him with disadvantage because he's playing and he's got all this ruckus going on, and he rolled a pair of 6s. And so
I just realized, Dave. Do we want to take a break for somebody else? Anybody else? Like Ken?
I
I don't know if you have much planned for them. But
I don't. I didn't have much. What I have planned for them is the whole Goblin Fortress.
I just didn't want to. I'm excited. I'm having fun, but
I mean, this is entertaining.
All right, good.
yeah, because it's gonna go
I don't know
sideways
about the rest
any
of the people in
second
the
now.
room, but I'm entertained.
And so I could just see Gloin. He's trying to sneak up, and he stubs his toe on one of those tent stakes, and you hear, "Ah!" He's trying to be quiet, but right? Your ears turn red, and you're pain. And you start hopping down on one foot, and this guy kind of leans his head back and looks around, and there you are. You're stomping up and down on one foot for a second, and he looks at you. His eyes widen, and he looks left. He looks right. He looks forward at and he kind of rubs his eyes.
So I guess I would step forward and say, "Ahoy, matey!"
Quiet, and he starts singing. So
he sees me and he just keeps going. Huh?
Can't stop singing this song, and he's obviously be quiet.
He's covering for us.
Yeah. So are you? So maybe I would just point because the big guys over there.
Humans are not allowed to be here.
Okay.
Hill giants rule the town. Left in charge. All powerful hill giants. No groping the female giant. Not a good idea.
I'm trying to pantomime. We need a ship. It's like
She does have a lot of curves. He goes. He holds up. Oh. He uncorks.
so I could sing. I would sing it in my best imitation of his voice. Are there any ships to be had here?
Oh,
That still float?
Oh, you can see. Yeah, we have another singer. Yeah, we have another singer. And he waves you to come up.
Okay.
And you come up to him. You push
Yeah.
your way through the pigs.
Carefully around the pig.
There's a cow right there.
What are those red spots?
Chickens.
Oh, those are chickens. Okay.
And
My
and
guess.
you probably say, you come over here. So you.
They're behind the building from the giant.
Yeah, he goes behind the tent, and he said, "Oh," and he starts and he hands you the concertina.
Okay.
You're stuck
You
now.
take it?
Yeah. Okay.
And do you have any
Last words.
performance, or
I'm trying to
We need
remember.
Phil.
do you have any?
Hang on.
And he says, "Are you a bard by chance?" Oh, the wandering
No,
bard.
I've got the charisma, but I don't remember that I have any musical
do you
talent.
have any?
Performance is a skill.
Performance is a skill.
Oh, yes.
You have proficiency in performance?
Proficiency is a little dot, right? So
Yeah.
no, but I'm still good at it.
Do you play an instrument? By chance,
No,
you
but if
play
you have a
an
few bars, I
instrument?
can fake it.
How about your? Would there be a dwarf that could play an instrument?
Let's just kill the hill giants and get this over with.
Don't kill the hill giants! The mighty, powerful hill giants.
So
How far away am I from them?
Are any of these ships still seaworthy here?
I need some amount of repair. Wah, wah, wah.
Okay.
Oh, the broken ships. Oh, the life of a sailor. Oh, no crew. Oh, no
See you,
crew.
Captain.
And are you if you stop playing, the Hill Giants will get mad at you.
Well, Hill Giants love the song. Wah, wah. If I stop, they'll look over here. Wah, 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 wah.
Are you a captain?
Ah, in my day, I was a captain. Crew is all gone.
It could be his crew.
You
We got a
think
plan.
we got it? Well, if we can get a boat that still floats and that four of us can manage.
Oh.
And
I'll
so,
take care of the Hill Giants. You guys can.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, then.
Hill Giant's pretty powerful.
And
The
you
Almighty.
can't do it yourself.
What was her name? What was the name I gave her?
Helga?
No,
Helga the Hill Giant.
no. Diddly roar, diddly roar, diddly diddly this, and diddly diddly that. All
You wanna
love
try to
that
take
little
'em?
diddly.
I don't know.
I mean, otherwise, where else are we going to get a ship? We'd have to go to the
Exactly.
next port town.
Yeah. So far, we've seen 4 Hill Giants and her.
Yeah.
And she's a hill giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are these guys.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know of at least 5 hill
Five.
giants.
5 Hill Giants.
Yeah, they're all.
You're not supposed to be here.
Like 60, 70 hit point creatures.
Do you want it? Oh, not there. Not close enough.
Well, do you want to sneak up there?
The
You can kind of come around here.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the hell are they talking about?
is
I want to be within 30 feet.
was there another port town on the map? Anywhere?
Next port town is Neverwinter, and then Luskin to the north. All controlled by the Green Orcs.
And you think if they trashed the other port like this one?
The Orcs gave this port to the Giants. The Giants watch it for the Orcs. Ah, the great and mighty Lily Roar.
Maybe there's more powerful than I think. But
And, well, there
9 hill giants.
there might be more.
Nine.
I
Yeah.
think that's, well, you got to figure at least 5 we see, 4 we don't.
you think there's 4 more?
Nope, there's only 4. The 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 4 hill giants.
Okay, so
50
it's 5 Hill
shot.
Giants.
And he looks at his hands. Is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
I mean, even if we take them,
This many high.
then we have to try to fix up one of these ships that's
Yeah.
beat up, or we go look for one elsewhere. Like
Well, we're not
Neverwinter.
fixing one up until we get rid of the Hill Giants, because as soon as they see us, they're going to try and kill us.
Yeah.
So one way or another, if we want to ship at this port, we're going to have to kill the Hill Giants to get it.
All right. So
So however we want to go about doing that.
Don't kill the hill giants. Not a good idea.
Why wouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Don't you want to be free of this
Why
singing?
not kill the
Hill giants been nice to me. They're my friends.
We need a ship.
Don't you want to stop singing?
Yes, but you sing now. You sing.
You
Oh,
try to
or
take
we're taking on the giants here, or
So
We're
nice
finding-
to stop singing.
ship somewhere else.
You have a nice day.
We need a
No,
ship.
no, you're not
And
going
he starts to wander off.
No.
Oh, and you see as he wanders off, the pig starts to follow him.
The Pied Pigger.
We need a captain of a ship, because we're taking a ship.
Oh, he kind of stumbles. Oh, and he rubs his eye. He looks at you. You're a dwarf.
That's right.
Ah, nice to see the dwarf.
At this point, I do a bonus action and turn into a gold dragon.
Wah!
I guess we're taking a shot at these giants, huh?
I don't think Leonard's leaving
I think
much
we gotta
choice.
be fast about taking them down.
Well, I mean, I'm still hidden by the building, but
No, I
I want
don't.
him to see you're not leaving this place, Bubba.
Yeah, this dragon's not right anymore, is it?
It's a young dragon.
Yeah, so he needs to be a size larger, doesn't he? He's no longer a medium creature, he's a large creature. I do believe.
Because it's been a month.
Well, he.
Large
One of his
dragon.
things is.
When he leveled up,
Oh,
it went to large.
I think he's a large creature now.
It says large dragon.
Yeah.
Has multi attacks and a breath weapon that causes 10d10 fire damage. Of course, they have to respond.
Oh, you can't stop singing. If you pause for more than enough to take a drink, he says, "Keep singing! Don't stop!"
Oh, Gloin, my dragon friend.
Oh, and he goes, "Whoa!"
Got to take on these giants.
I say we save the woman for the female for last. Otherwise, we're just gonna enrage those hill giants.
Standing.
And he sees that, and he kind of wanders, and not you. He backs up, and he falls over the pig, right, and falls down. And while he's down there, he looks for his jug. Corks, gulp, and he kind of crawls,
To be our captain.
Yeah.
and he crawls into this tent.
Don't let him get away.
don't let him drive a tanker.
Yeah, I will.
And
Be on
then
the other
the-
side. I'll
the-
be at the other side by the time he gets through.
Yeah, I figured you would. And he sees you, and he goes, "You're a
So-
big gal, aren't you?" And he turns around and starts crawling back the other way, and by then you're there.
Yep.
No, guys, let me out.
Do you really want a drunkard for our captain?
He'll sober up.
So you want to this guy and one of these busted ships and try to get rid of these giants.
Do you want to pilot the ship?
You could be a first mate until
So he
make it
sobers
count.
up.
Oh, my crew!
No, it's that versus go to Neverwinter
What
somewhere try to
crew?
find a boat.
We're
there.
Right,
We need a
exactly.
crew for
We're
a
gonna
sailing
need
ship.
somebody. Yeah,
We're going to need somebody.
I think 4 we could get away with a decent.
He
ship.
might be somebody who's been there, so we don't know until we get a chance to talk to him.
He's
But
for
we're
a
not going to
while.
get to talk
For
to
a
him until
keel.
we get rid of the big
I'm
guys.
gonna ask him. Have you sailed to the broken ice, whatever the hell it's called?
Oh, Shimber be everywhere.
What?
He's been everywhere.
Oh,
Shimber. His name is Shimber.
speaking
As
in
in
the
Shimber
third.
me timbers.
Speaking in
Shiver
the
me
third.
timber. Shimber
Oh,
me timber.
Third person. It's their sure sign.
and he starts to wander off, and he starts. "Oh, I'm sorry, Hamlet." He wanders over here and says, "Oh, Josie. Oh, sorry." And he wanders back this way.
Are these your crew
So-
members?
Voices in my head. Keep singing. Don't stop singing. Don't stop singing. Don't stop singing.
All right,
So-
And he peeks
Okay,
over.
you want to try to make this work here or go to Neverwinter?
I think we gotta make it work here. I mean, we've got our choice of fixing up a ship here on our own.
Yeah.
We can choose our ship to fix.
All right. Then
And
I could stop
there's
singing
no-
and draw the giants here.
let's do that. So I'm gonna summon my echo, and then my echo is gonna beeline it for the woods, waving
Making
her,
noise?
waving her hands.
Okay, I'll stop singing. I'll stop playing.
And
What? No! No! And he goes and he tries to
And tackle him.
starts to grab the constant.
No.
No! What?
Just shut up. I'll just give him a biff in the face.
And he takes 2 steps down and he falls back on his butt. Oh, why would you hit Simber? No!
Shut up.
Dilly Water's gonna come!
Who?
The girl.
And
It's time to roll initiative.
17.
17.
I'm gonna sound everybody hide.
Ruckus.
10.
Gloin.
19.
Alright. 19. Pardon you, jeez.
That's my dice disappearing on my screen.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I thought Ken was smoking a bowl or
I
something.
know it.
It rolls here, and then
It's got
it
a
rolls
hookah on the
there,
other side.
and it shows up down there on the chat screen, and then all of a sudden the dice just go. I went, where did this? It didn't do this before. I don't know what all of a sudden happened. Clear all. And then they're all still. I gotta clear them. Get off my screen.
So I'm gonna summon my Echo, and then I'm gonna have her get the attention of the giants,
She can't be. Oh, that's right. She can now.
and now she can go 1,000 feet. I can get her into the woods. And they can chase her into the woods.
Which will still leave her out there.
Well, it'll leave some of them,
Metal music.
and piecemeal we can go.
Well, let's
after
see who
her.
chases her first.
Right.
Alright.
But if they've got control of this town and we want a ship, and we want to get a ship here, we got to do something about these guys, one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
You got a better plan?
Run.
Go find a boat in Neverwinter. But
You
you guys.
don't want to go into Neverwinter. That's a scary thought.
Okay.
Gloin, on your turn, you fought off. He.
Talking to me, but you said
Ruckus.
Gloin.
Ruckus.
You're right. Gloin's first. The music has stopped. You see Ruckus and Shimber kind of wrestling over the Constanita. Don't stop singing!
Yeah, and I see Ruckus pop him. He falls down. The music has stopped.
And the first first of all, there's a big tent. You can't see anything.
Right, but I can hear. They're not stealthy creatures.
Yeah. So immediately you still hear the two giants wrestling.
Okay, we're just gonna wait and see what they do.
Okay. And then we go to Dilly Roar,
Oh,
the female. She hears the music stop and she looks back, and what does she see?
Pigs.
pigs.
Cows.
She
Kinda.
sees Shimber kind of fall on his butt and then stand back up, and she shook it, and you hear, "Dilly want music. Little man need play music." And no, play music. La music, say, where's the instrument?
The instrument
Shimber.
gets chucked over the pier.
No.
It gets in the water.
No, I don't know if you can throw it that far, but you can give it a throw.
Well, is this a solid building or a tent? What
This is a tent, but there's
Okay.
so let's see how far it is. You can throw something. What? You can throw 60 feet, maybe.
Yeah. Even if it doesn't go in the water, it's clear to these guys that
That's 40 feet.
the instrument's been chucked on the
And
dock.
that pier is not solid.
That's right.
So I don't care if it goes in the water. The point is, clonk.
Yeah, you threw it over the fence, over the
Bounce.
bounce, and,
Yep.
and give me a strength check.
Seven.
Yeah. So you throw it up there, and you don't know if it made it past the 10 or not, but you threw it up. It's out of sight. And he looks over, and he starts.
But the point is, she said, "I want music," and she sees or at least hears the instrument being chucked.
Yeah, and he. Shimber! You need to play the music for Dilly War! Dilly that! Dilly this!
Ah, dilly this.
Shimber! Shimber, who do you have with you? Something smells different. All right, and it is her turn. As so, we need to bring up Hill Giant and see what the stats are for Hill Giant. I wasn't sure we'd get this far.
Really?
I don't know what path I was going to take.
I think we'd be dumb enough to fight him.
I didn't think you'd be dumb enough to fight. Oh. 40 feet it says that she can go. She already moved a little. We're going to start here. Okay, well,
Oh, no, that's it. I wonder. Oops.
and she's not dashing quite yet. She gets to here, and she kind of looks. What can she see? She still sees. Why you throw your instrument up on top of the tent?
How tall are these giants? How big are they?
Big enough to get it for
40
you.
feet tall. No,
So
no, hold on. That's not right.
That seems
So the
real.
two that were in the water were like standing on the bottom. They were,
Yeah, so they're half underwater. Well, probably less than half. They're probably up. Water is up to their knees. If someone wants to look up how quickly,
No, I was just wondering if we somehow dumped her in the water, would it be a
how
big deal?
tall are hill
Should
giants?
say in D&D Beyond, right? Monsters, hill giants.
Around 16 feet. So they're easily twice as tall as you,
Yeah. Okay.
maybe 3 times.
Yeah. But these guys are not struggling in that water.
No. And this is right off that dock. However, it's deep enough for the boats, so it's got to be
At least 5-6 feet.
right. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's up to their and they're wrestling around into it.
Yeah.
And you hear, "You idiots! Straighten up! I think we have guests." Yes, Dilly. We take care of guests for you. And they start. Well, it's not their turn yet.
We could take a different approach, guys. We could
It's
sing.
a little late for
We
that.
could sing.
I asked you like 3 times.
No, I think there's-
and
You
guys said,
haven't.
"We're doing
You haven't
this."
attacked him yet.
That's true.
I don't
right.
have any performance or
Vrinka.
Either.
Vrinka, you're up.
So I'm going to.
You want to sing?
No, I don't. I'll just put it out there. I summon my echo right in front of me, and then I'll have it start running.
Now you see this big tent, right? You have this gap.
I don't want to summon right next. I want to summon it on the other side of that tent.
So 30 feet away.
I can summon anywhere
Oh,
up to 1,000 feet.
So, all right. So where?
Right on, with those pigs on the other side.
Over here?
Yeah, yeah. And then she's gonna run and dash along the outside of that building. That stage.
This way?
No, the other way.
This way.
Yeah, I want them to see her.
So is this
Right.
is this a bonus action to
Yeah.
summon it?
Yeah, I'm gonna wave hands, and then move and dash.
You wave your hands. Give me a, I don't know, some sort of check. Performance, persuasion. I think it's persuasion. You're trying to persuade them to follow you.
That's pretty bad. It's a natural 1, so
Yeah. So you wave your hands like this, and she looks over at you,
it's 2.
and she's just like, "What are you doing?" And looks back, and goes, "Shimba, play your music!" And she just starts to bound over.
It's not her turn.
You're right. It's not her turn. Fair enough. She should be here still. But it is. Oh, did I put her twice? I put her twice. It is Grollart's turn. And
Hostile. When she's not acting hostile. I mean, I would thought she would have come right after.
Yeah.
Grolart, do they want music? Simba, play music. Simba! And he starts moving half his distance to get out. He gets up to the pig and says, "Shoo, little pig!" Kicks it off the side. Dilawar, music. Grolart, no! My instrument's up on the tent. "Ugh," and he starts shaking the tent, and it rolls down and falls to the ground in front of him. You play music for Dilly Tart, Dilly Rotter. Yes, Gotart. Yes, Gotart. And well, I haven't given him a turn. I should put him in the.
I suppose he could play music for him, and we'll just go work on one of the boats. They won't even notice us.
They may not even care. It's
They
starting
may
to
not
seem
even
like
care.
that.
They haven't exactly
Okay.
seen you yet.
Yeah.
Well, I saw her. They just decided not to do anything.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. So Shimber looks, and he's on the ground anyways. He just starts crawling forward for his instrument.
I don't know.
Hey, man.
Ruckus, it's your turn.
I'm getting very mixed signals here, people.
They're,
I
they're
thought we
acting
were-
very stupid.
Yeah, we knew that.
Well, they're acting differently than I would have expected.
Yes.
Giants are very stupid.
Especially
Hill giants are
Hill
very.
giants are very stupid.
yes. But are we trying to take them out, or now you're thinking we could just?
Maybe we can negotiate with them. I don't know. I
We
really
can
have
talk
no
to them,
idea.
negotiate whatever until they get feisty, and then
I mean,
we'll
it's
take her.
it's also possible you, Mr. Charm Pants, could teach those guys how to woo her in exchange for a
Nice.
ship. I don't know.
That would have been good back with the
I-
other two
I
in the
just
woods
thought
when
of
we
it.
first got
I just
here.
thought of it.
Well, these
just-
two are fighting over it too.
I didn't think about it until I got into the moment.
All right. We will.
She seems very.
So our first approach is not working because they don't seem to be aggressive towards.
Ruckus, it's your turn.
Whose turn is it?
Ruckus.
It is Ruckus.
All right. So I will. I will step out where they can see me.
Oh.
Hang on. What is this? Let me check something here.
Don't do it. We love you, Ruckus.
Okay. So I will.
And
I will step out so that they can see me and say, "Hail, worthy hill giants! We are travelers who are seeking a ship. We know some here are rather beat up, but we think maybe we could spend a little time and fix one up with your permission. Obviously, you rule here. This is your territory, but we wanted to ask your permission
This kingdom.
if we may try to
This vast land.
repair one of these ships."
Please.
And let me see. Well, actually, I've got a reaction if they try to do something to me, so that could help. But I can. Okay, remind me how if I want to hold an action to cast a spell,
It
And
gets used regardless.
it's used if the trigger
That's right.
doesn't happen. All right, if one of them makes an aggressive move towards me, my held action is to cast Blur,
Okay.
which makes me harder to hit, and then I'll still have a reaction too. Oh, but that's another.
I
spell,
think your
isn't it?
reaction is using your held action.
cantrip.
Correct. You use your reaction to use the held action.
Oh, okay. So let me figure which
You
one's
can use
better.
your action to dodge, right?
You can use your action to dodge.
Dodge,
Still
which
lose
is
your bonus.
It
disadvantage.
gives them disadvantage if
Oh.
they tried to hit you.
Okay, well
Yeah.
that's what I was going to do anyway.
But
Okay.
I'm feeling like your action was trying to persuade them.
Absolutely, he was.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that's his thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're going to roll a persuasion check.
Yes. Come on, baby. Ooh, This is 10.
That's not so
Roll a natural
great.
one.
4.
Not
Your
so
persuasion's
great.
higher than-
And you hear her say,
It's a +6. But I only rolled a 4.
did you see that?
Yeah.
What?
You hear her say, I rolled a 19 and a 20 for her. You say, Grumps no want pink skin here. You shouldn't be here. Be here. She's a female. You shouldn't be here. No pink skin in Port Lass. Port Lass Dilly Wars.
Okay, I took my turn.
Oh, is that the end? Can he have more conversation with her for his action?
So you can say more, but you lost the persuasion check, right?
Okay.
And so we are to Rognek, who kind of pulls himself up and goes, Dilly War, me kill Pinkskin, you love Rognek? And she said, shut up! And swings at him, and he kind of falls back and goes, and we're back to the top of the order, glowing.
It's purple skin, by the way, but same difference.
It's a 30-foot cone. Well, I mean, I don't want to attack him if I don't have to, but I got a feeling we're going to end up having to.
I say give Ruckus another chance, but
That's what I'm thinking.
Would you like to move?
Yes, I want to move up to the. So I'm still hidden by the tent, but I'm right behind the pig there, and right next to.
I mean, you could fly up on top of this
Ruckus.
building, whatever it is, or fly over to
Well,
this.
they'd see me then.
That's right.
you
You are a large
You
creature.
can cast spells too, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, is there anything beneficial you can give him to make him more persuasive?
Other than killing the hill giant,
Give him a fireball.
give him a hill. I can cast fireball,
That was the
a
joke.
big fireball.
Yes.
That's what you
But I can't give him a
No,
fireball.
save that for if talk our way through this.
Did you? Yeah, you rolled bad on that persuasion check.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
rolled
did.
that.
You didn't have an inspiration at all.
I could have done something, and I didn't think about it. So now I'll remember for next time if you get
Maybe.
a chance.
I mean, I could bless him,
Right.
I guess.
What's that do? Give me advantage or something?
I can bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range.
Gives you
Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll d4 and add number roll to attack roll or saving throw.
Attack or saving, not persuasion.
No,
But, okay.
so that's not really
Guidance
useful.
is the one that helps with persuasion checks. If one of you has that.
Loin, what do you do? Do you
I
move?
wonder
I just
what
had another crazy idea.
do it.
you're going to do.
Chris
Because
is
I'm
all
going to
up
do
in
something.
Well, it's on his turn.
crazy
That's
here.
all I would do.
Cast enlarge on myself, and then I challenged Dilly.
Ooh,
So yeah,
you should do that.
Go for it.
That would be crazy.
which one's a solid building? The one right next to me.
This,
to my-
this one is a solid building
Okay.
here, and this is a solid building over here.
What else
Otherwise,
you
these are
guys gonna
tents.
do?
I am
Wouldn't all
going
the hill
to
giants
fly
follow
up
me?
on top of that building
The one right
You're
here,
bigger
Yes.
than she is.
up here.
I would be
Yes.
smaller, just a little
and
bit.
present myself.
But
All right.
you're in combat.
And I'm not going to
Yeah.
do anything. I just
Possibly.
want to see what the reaction to me is going to be.
All right, you fly up there. No, you hold a dodge action.
I will dodge it. Sure.
Yeah, so if they throw a rock or a boat at you,
Yeah. Oh,
Ow.
But
That's
can
it.
they see you now?
huh?
Can they see her now? See him now?
yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm on top of the building.
yeah,
I want them to see me.
you fly up
See,
there.
They didn't react to you. What are they gonna do if they see a dragon?
Give me an intimidation check.
I don't have intimidation. The dragon might have intimidation, but I don't have.
No, we're using your stats.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's a nice dragon, anyways. So.
Give him a big smile.
Yeah, that's
500
more creepy.
teeth.
That's more creepy when a dragon does it.
3.
All right. And you fly up there and you bat your wings and you're not sure if
You
they
didn't
have
slip off the edge.
Yeah, a little diarrhea on the roof there. It sounds like.
a big white.
Oh, my brother posted 2 pictures of raccoon poop on his back porch, and he said it's war now. As a funny aside.
Dilly War steps up and she flips this crate, and let's see how well she aims. 17, that's pretty good. And blocks off into this space.
She throws the crate into that space?
Yeah.
Okay,
To
not
block-
at me?
So
To-
Varinka can't. What she thinks is Varinka can't. Run
It's
away.
kind of half on the building, half leaning up like that. And she marches. No pink skin. Female voice. No pink skin in. And it looks. Simba, where did you get these people? People? What people? I only see pigs, and cows, and chickens. You drink too much. No shit.
Oh my god.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Fertilizer.
All right, and so that's her turn. She kind of blocked the exit for you, and we are to Shimber. No, Varinka. Varinka, it's your turn.
Go out and smack her. Dare you.
Use your feminine wiles.
I'm trying to think of how I can help him.
Can't fight. Say, hit big
so,
boys.
So whatever. Yeah, you could pick up from my body language or something. Would be that I'm gonna try one more time with the charm, if that helps you at all. I'm not like gearing up to try to
Nuke the joint.
blast him yet.
So all they see is a gold dragon. They don't know I'm
Spell throwing.
not a pink skin.
I am gonna hold the dodge action for my echo.
No, you're
not
not going to
gonna
take
do
an
the
action
giant
yourself?
That sounds like fun.
You're a chicken.
Giant robot.
I want to give him a chance because I think this is the way to go. And
I like
I think
the
it's-
other
I
idea a
think
lot
it-
better.
I do too.
it's still there. I can still do it.
It's true.
So will Ruckus be alive?
Yeah, or I'll be a
Oh, Ruckus will
pancake
be
by then.
alive.
So,
What
Ruckus
condition
will-
he'll be in.
Ruckus will be
you
entering
dodge
orbit.
again.
I'll hold the dodge action for my echo.
Your echo dodges. Right now, you could tell that she wasn't necessarily trying to hit you, and she didn't care if she hit you, but she
Showing your strength.
Yeah, and so
blocked your path.
on Shimber's turn, he starts singing. And it says,
This is really hard.
"Oh,
An instrument.
great Dilly Ward, be kind to the pink skin." And he starts playing the song, and as he does it, there's like a vibe that comes out, and Dilly Ward shakes her head. And does she resist a charm?
Oh.
And so,
Well,
He's a bard or something.
or music box.
I'm gonna say no. She doesn't. She. Oh, pink skin Shimber friend. Pink skin is Shimber friend. Pink friend might want to go now.
Go now.
All right, let's see whose turn it is. After Grolart here kind of stands up and looks at
Not leaving without a ship. If it means we die, we die.
Shimber. Grolart looks at Shimber, looks at Dilly War.
There's no better there.
It
There's
says,
ships that work.
And red dragons and orcs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and what pink skin give the hill giants? Dilly War looks at this giant stands up and looks confused. Shimber play music again, Dilly. You like music? Good music, right, Dilly? Are you happy? Dilly happy. Pink skin is... Oh, and this one is really... Pale skin is friend of Shimber, friend of mine.
Yeah.
And that was Grolit's turn. Ruckus, it's your turn.
Okay. So, I'll join in the song and say, great and powerful and beautiful Dillywan, whatever it is. Dillywan?
Dilly Roar.
Dilly Roar. If you would allow us to rebuild one of these ships, we would certainly give you tribute. What would please you? Food? Shiny coins?
Ooh, let's
What
see
would
if we
pleasure
can...
You?
I wonder if we can figure out a detail check here.
A wrestling match with a dragon?
We're gonna check these boxes and see if this gives us any clue to her motivations. Let's see here.
What's my strength now? Like 23?
Mysteriously defeated.
Favors up.
Pursue disruption. And she says, I want to really rule Port Lass. No more Grumpsh. Grumpsh leave us alone and Port Lass be Dillyroars.
Who is Grumpch?
Grump's just
I
the
have
orc
the Grand
army
Warrior.
leader.
Oh, okay.
He's the king.
Oh, I see. So you don't want to have to answer to the orcs anymore. You want to have this place.
No more orcs. No more dragon cults, dragon people.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you let us have a boat, we'll do
Yeah,
that.
that is our goal as well, and a ship would help us reach that goal.
And so she says, Rognet, give them a boat. Okay, Dilly, anything for you. He picks up a boat.
That looked decent before he picked it up.
No.
Oh, okay.
He picks up the boat, and then the backhand kind of falls back into the water.
We'll pick our own boat, please.
He steps carefully, and the pigs and chickens scatter. It says, this boat? And Dilly was, not that boat, you dunce! Get on a real boat! What real boat? What real boat?
We'll pick it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Doctor.
We can probably find if there's one that's actually seaworthy, that would be a good start. Or we can piece it together from a few different ones.
You must sing.
If you have a vessel that's seaworthy,
We'll take care of it ourselves.
we will
Ooh.
take it from there.
Advantage with your persuasion.
Not that did not do well for me. Let's see. What else we got in the bag?
Put it
here?
in jail.
You will.
Okay, we're going with the boogers.
Nat 20, I assume.
Yep, 26.
26.
A nat 20.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say inspiration or advantage?
Advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. 26. Oh, you have a nice voice. You can have whatever ship you find that works. As long as you keep singing. You and your crew, you and whoever you keep singing, as long as you sing while you work, you can have...
We will. We most certainly will. I don't know if the dragon can sing, but he'll hum a few bars or something.
Sing the song of fire.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I apologize a little bit. Hopefully that was entertaining for the three that didn't participate as much. This is where we'll end. I think that's a good place. So, you've won her favor. She says you can have whatever ship. However, you have the problem of a crew. You have a problem of actually fixing the boat. You've been on a boat. You've ridden in a car, but do you have any idea how to fix the engine? Right?
Engine. No engines on these.
We know how
Sails.
boats would work.
Right.
Whether we can construct it.
Create-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it that had like fixing abilities? Was it one of Ken's characters?
That was Olak has tinkering.
Yep. Olak could fix it.
But before that, because like in the battle that we were in Neverwinter, one of the characters
Adric was good with war machines.
it was Adric.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I had fun with that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. Find a boat, piece something together. You might be... I don't know how kindly they're going to take to Shimber leaving, right? Or what happens when they come off the charm.
Do we need Shimber?
You don't know how to navigate.
Yeah.
You don't know how to work a boat. You don't have a crew.
Were you even planning to
Where did
take
his
this
crew go
boat?
to? Huh?
Were you even planning to take this boat?
Up to the frozen tundra.
Yeah.
Well, we have to pick these guys up.
Well, that's true.
Unless we're going to do it by just the three of us.
No, we said
No.
we'd go back and get them if we
Right.
were able to.
So you're gonna leave the boat here, go get us, and then
Yeah.
come
Or
back
park
to
it down
here?
the coast somewhere where there's less.
Yeah, all sorts of risk. It might be better to bribe these guys, to
I was gonna say,
really
better
get
leave
on
it
their
here.
really get on their good side. May
I asked what kind
yeah,
of tribute she wanted.
and she told you.
She said she wanted me to sing.
And to be
No, she
and
said
have
she
free
wanted to be
control of the
ruler.
land.
Yeah, well,
Not
yeah.
She wants you to
Grump.
kill,
Well, there's
Well, we
that.
want to do too.
Yeah.
kill Grumsh, and then you'll get your boat.
Well, we're working on it. I have to dice
All right,
there, so-
now next week.
It's behind Glenn's foot.
So Ken,
Yes.
next week I will be in a car driving toward Nashville,
All right.
and so I will be dialing in from my phone.
Okay.
So I'll have my iPad with me, and I should be able to connect through my phone to my iPad if there's some sort of something, right? Or I could do a FaceTime perhaps, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna be taking. You're gonna lead whatever adventure we're leading. Oh, side assignment for Strider or for Christian and Wes. Roll first level characters. Just any old first level characters. All right, and you're gonna do a first level adventure
okay.
with Minnie to take on these goblins.
We also have to describe what happens when I do my.
Yes, we do. But we're really 3 days in, so I don't know how much you would have done by now.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to spin up our 12th level evil
Yeah.
characters for Ken's
Yep.
thing.
I've already got
Yeah. So who all is doing that? I'm assuming Dave, Christian, and Noel. And
Is
Wes, 'cause
Leonard the only one not doing it? Leonard, I think you were going to take the 3 weeks off.
Yeah, I'm going to do some
Okay.
golf clinics at Lick Creek.
Above the fridge, open that up. I got a 6-pack carrier case of bottles, I believe.
So, yes, as of now, I'm in. I'll let you know if that changes.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
But it's the next 3 Thursdays, right?
Next 3 Thursdays.
Yes. And I do.
So-
I think. Well, assuming you guys don't derail things within the first 5 minutes, I think it'll be like
challenge
kind of
accepted.
3 mini adventures. So,
You mean
like, if you need to take a week off, I don't think it'll be detrimental.
cast and large on yourself, and
It would have been fun.
it would have been fun.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for a harem,
The 20,
It might have been what
especially of hill giants.
might be what you needed.
Yeah, if they were all wooing over you,
Yeah.
we'd have the run of the place.
I don't know how she'd react if she seemed disinterested in them,
Right.
Yeah.
but if they all of a sudden had their interest turned to something else,
She might.
but you would be maybe as tall as one, but you wouldn't be one. You would be a tall human. You wouldn't be shaped like
Well,
the shapely hill giant she is.
Half Goliath.
Fair enough, but still human form, not
Yeah.
not
Ugly.
bulbously. All right. Okay, guys.
Target size doubles. That would have made me 14 feet.
Oh yeah,
16 feet.
Yeah,
Jeez, I mean-
you would have been close.
I'd like to extend the offer that if there's interest, I'm willing to have the bodies.
Meet at your place.
Yeah, meet at my house. I don't have a fancy jumbotron and a table, but I've got a table, and
I'm not opposed.
Mike
that's for sure.
could
Are-
route it to the.
Yeah. Are we doing something online, or are we doing Theater of the Mind?
It's going to be online, but I mean,
Oh,
we
okay.
still meet.
Can
Yeah, I think I've been looking at Roll20 to see if the little free account I have would work, and Wes and I tried
There's a
some
picture
stuff
I used for the tokens.
sometime this week, and it seemed to work out. So
Okay.
Okay,
if
so
I
then
can
maybe
remember
I could,
how to use it well enough to create a map again, probably try to use that.
You're gonna try to use
Roll 20?
Roll20?
I think so.
Are you gonna log into my Discord?
I could try.
Well, I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Yeah, I think the Discord's there. If not, I can always create a new one for our temporary thing here. But yeah, if it doesn't, I'll probably just do a screen share or something if Roll20 doesn't work out.
Well,
Here
let me
I-
know, and just remember I'm gonna be on my phone and probably tablet.
Here I thought I was coming up with this really cool character.
And on the road.
Somebody designs the same character. Actually, yours
Yeah,
is a fighter.
I don't think it'll be
Yours is
good,
very
detrimental.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
I
And
think
haven't
I looked at your character. I think it's very different.
Yeah,
What are you guys?
I'm a Phantom Rogue
and I'm a Phantom Rogue,
fighter. Right?
dual classed with Warlock.
Warlock. That's right.
Okay.
So
I want another piece of cake.
I think it's there.
You gonna leave it?
there's only like one piece left,
Yeah,
so have at
one-
it.
Oh, okay. Makes it easy.
lunch tomorrow.
All right, Ken. Take care. We'll talk to you next week.
I'm,
All right, see ya. You have a good vacation.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you definitely got to send April that video
he told us
that I sent you on Facebook.
My lead
Wait,
is a
the
Did you stop the
That
screen?
Florida.
no, I haven't.
rock.
Oh yeah.
Fire, Eldritch Knight.
That guy is hilarious.
And
He
then my
has them
backup
all
is a-
day long.
Rock down that looks
Let's see here.
notably like the
Live
other one, but
streaming
he's
and
a
stream and
dual class
all right.
Eldritch Knight.
Dismiss.
Knight, mostly